Sometimes I still feel your touch. When I close my eyes, I do. Cause I know if I give you up, then you might really be gone for good. But clearly you're the one that's holding on. Tighten my grip, try to relive the memories. I know I'd be better off all alone. Cause loving you was the end of me.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. I'm in goofy colors. And now I'm not. That's the point! Yeah, the chest hair is out today. It is a silk shirt. This is the shirt I normally wear for D&D. True story. Yeah, escape or imminent death. You threw me out a window! Right. My bad.
Like listening to see if we can fucking pass the stealth, I guess. Stealth
no
check to see if they
simulcast.
say anything.
I'll switch to the next scene in a second.
That was my
Okay.
thought process.
I'm very close to finishing my dinner.
I also forgot to unmute Discord.
Gets mad at their
Now you can get a little more context.
Finish his food on the time first.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Like we have any ground to stand on, Taming.
Wait, what?
Like we have any
Sorry.
ground to stand on.
Well, I was roped into this. I was trying to spend some nice time with my friend Peter, and Peter
we
was
did.
trying to rope me into drugs and
I
microfibers.
I
and
would
plastics.
never rope anybody into drugs ever.
Oh, but you do admit to the microfibers then.
That
All right.
is absurd.
I like how it's like microplastics, microfibers. Those are all the same thing. Those are all
Microfibers,
poisons and toxins.
anything micro. Microtransactions, gotta watch out for them. Micro expressions. Microbiology.
Microwaves.
Microwave.
Why do you deserve this disrespect, eh?
Yeah,
We
microaggressions.
came in super nice, and you were like, "You're a moron. You don't know how to play Minesweeper. That's why you're getting."
All right, load it up right now. Load it up right now, bitch. Bitch says.
Are
Load
you
it up right
claiming
now.
to be
Not all the
good at
toxicity, dude, for no
Minesweeper?
reason. This is crazy.
You're
No.
crazy.
The changed items, and I don't know how Minesweeper works.
Micro mouse?
Microfilm.
Micro Peter. Micro penis.
Micro.
That was
Damn it,
my
you
first
took my
one.
next one.
Yeah, that was my
That was
first
my
one.
next one.
That's all on Ryan.
You. messed up so many things by taking that peep. If we were going
No.
in a circle, everyone had to say one, and then
No,
I would
no,
have
no, no.
taken
I was
and then
I
he
was
wouldn't have been able to
speaking
think
for
anything.
chat.
Microaggression.
We already said
Microflower
that.
petals.
Fuck.
Micro flower petals?
Yeah, come
Yeah,
again.
they have the little small ones. They're the small flowers.
Is that what they're actually called?
Yeah, I feel like the
I'm
Rizzard.
I'm a scientist, but I ain't no
Close.
biologist.
The Rizzler.
You're not that kind of doctor. I'm sad you haven't been able to say that
Micronutrient.
yet.
One day.
No. I feel like he wouldn't ever say that though. He'd just lie and cut the person open.
This is Starfinder. Yep. This is the Rizzler. This is my character.
It's 2 weeks.
Crazy fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you and Josh do?
So originally we were gonna go out and do shit on the town, be a couple of hooligans, but the biggest ice storm that has ever rolled through the Pacific Northwest just fucking murdered us. We were stuck inside the whole week. It was awesome. So we had like the world's longest sleepover, basically. It was so fun. I had a blast.
That's adorable.
It was very good. It was a good time. We still went out and we went to like an arcade bar and we went shopping a little bit, but for the most part, we were just kind of stuck inside.
Chris, what'd you get up to, bro?
My first week was similarly snowed in, the same storm that Pete experienced. So first week was a lot of days off and a lot of playing World of Warcraft because I had nothing else to do.
Nice.
And then this most recent week has just been like so fucking exhausting. Dude, the kid's been so crazy this week.
Yeah.
But I don't have to go to work tomorrow because my co-teaching staff are all sick and they don't have enough people to replace them.
Nice.
Down.
Hell yeah.
Which is nice.
Timmy, I've actually been chatting with you every couple of days, so.
Yeah, so you don't have to go with me.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
unless
so
you would
Timmy,
like
Yeah,
to
yeah,
have
yeah. You gotta fill me
share
in.
an update. Yeah, Timmy, how are you?
I draw.
Tell me
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
that happened to you
draws.
today.
I want an itemized list.
Don't have that. I'm sorry. But I drew stuff. I was snowed in like Pete was, so I just drew. That's it.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Is that last
All right.
one a booty pic?
What?
Whoa.
You
What
can
do you
see
mean
it,
a-
right? You can see it?
Hold on.
No.
I'm looking through all of them. Hold on.
How's
Ooh,
that last?
that
it's a-
second
it's a-
one's kind of
It's
sexy.
a pot. I thought it was
Oh,
like
okay.
a booty being fondled.
No,
see,
emptying a
Where's that?
pot.
I can
No,
see it. It's
I'm
like,
not
it's like
seeing
a loving
booty.
embrace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like a
seeing
loving
booty.
embrace with like the booty facing out backwards and like a black dress. I totally see it.
Yeah, see? Okay, I'm not totally crazy.
What the fuck
No,
are
no,
you guys
you're
talking about?
definitely just a pervert. 100% about that.
Is incredibly accurate, yes, I am.
Anyways, on to the session. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Last time on Starfinder, you guys made your way back to Absalom Station after another successful job with all your pay. On the way back, you dealt with a few interpersonal issues, namely a depressed goblin who had lost her two brothers, and the Rizzler being super exhausted, but then calling Tarika and dealing with all of that. When we got back, though, we were a little concerned that Tarika and we also got a call from our friend, the other drow bounty hunter.
Horizon.
Yes, Horizon. I wanted to call him something else completely, and I was like, that is not correct. Yes, Horizon called, and he also informed us that we have a bounty on our head. And this was told to the Rizzler, who decided to take it upon himself to...
I've
I
lost
know
the
what
game.
to do. I'll make
God
it worse.
damn it.
That
It appears
he
I
called
have.
his sister directly, whom, for the audience, in case they don't know, she is the vice president / one of the CEOs of the company that wants to kill us for stealing their prototype device. And they don't know where we are. And he called her directly to be like, How dare you put such a small bounty on me? You're a bitch, and this is why Dad never loved you. And those weren't the exact words, but
It was the
there was,
vibe for sure.
yeah, it was definitely the vibe. It's because they are siblings, and they did have a little back and forth drama over the phone, where she demanded the return of the phone, or the ship rather, and the Rizzler demanded that the bounty be raised, and so she said,
Or
"Bet." Oh, sorry.
the bounty be raised, or 20 million credits.
True, yes. An obscene amount of money or just increase the likelihood that I'll die. And she
Yeah.
said, fine, just die. So the bounty got raised. We land back on Absalom Station. We're like, we should probably lay low for a little while. Let's not spread out too much because there's a bounty on us. And then, of course, immediately we spread out because the goblin says, I'm going to go into mourning in the ruins or the junkyard, and we didn't want her wandering off alone. So Alan got assigned to babysit her, and then our
As
friend
usual.
Irvin, yeah, as usual, Irvin decided to look into some previous leads from long ago jobs, and actually found quite a bit of information on like who was involved in the secret downing of a ship, and found out that it was your previous medical guy, also the dude that's in charge of your health insurance, ironically enough, and is then got back in touch with Alan and was like, we're going to blackmail this guy. And so that's what those two are doing. Meanwhile, the Rizzler was like, the greatest thing I can do right now is go directly to my house, which kind of pissed off Shizu. And
Pete was on some shit last session.
he was on some shit.
I wasn't on any shit. The Rizzler was on some shit.
Oh, it's my Kawata, guys.
So the Rizzler goes back despite Shizu's warning to his home. They spot a suspicious looking armed individual outside the mega apartment complex that goes to, or where Rizzler lives. And despite identifying this individual as suspicious and probably looking for you, you guys were like, let's go in anyway. And, okay,
This
sorry,
is
not
not a you guys. This
Sorry,
is not a you guys. I would not like to claim
Yeah.
ownership of this
Yeah.
choice.
So the Rizzler expertly used sexy clone jutsu and walked right past him.
Yeah, he got in without being noticed, but no one looked for traps or signs of bugs or anything like that. And the door was trapped. And you opened it, and there was a large EMP electric explosion. Did a bunch of damage to the Risen Shizu and knocked out the power and turned on the emergency alarm system basically on that floor. The residents were told to sit still until emergency support could get there. But then you guys heard, as you guys were arguing and yelling at each other in the living room over what the fuck just happened, that someone was trying to get in the door, presumably the bounty hunter coming after you. And the Rizzler was like, we're gonna fight. And Shizu was like, we're both at half HP. No, we're not. So he jumped out the window, grappling hook to the Rizzler, and pulled him with you. And where we left off was you guys had just rolled athletics checks, or just Shizu had rolled an athletics check to jump out the window first.
How'd I roll?
You rolled a 17, so not terrible. And as we go back in, as I described last time, the balcony, and Pete also described part of his apartment. It's a giant apartment complex, not exactly the lap of luxury. The balcony is less a balcony and more of a you lean out the window to smoke type vibe. So there's not a lot of space out there.
The dog from upstairs pisses on it every day.
Yeah, they're not even allowed to have dogs. This place doesn't allow pets.
It's a
robot?
illegal dog. Illegal
Oh,
dog.
illegal. Nice. Okay.
They got an ESA letter, even though it's not like an actual emotional service animal.
Yeah.
Because they're really cheap and easy to get.
It's like, bro, I need it for my anxiety. Everyone has anxiety. Okay, so you jump out this tiny little banister over it, pulling the Rizzler along. I will give the Rizzler one last chance at a reflex save if he's like trying to grab onto it and not fly over the edge, but then you will be holding a dangling Shizu underneath you. So this is like a pretty difficult attempt if you want to try and arrest your fall.
Understood.
Wait, explain the logistics to me.
So you ran out first, jumped out, and then as you were falling, shot your grappling hook, grabbed the Riz, and then like yanked him out the window. So you're like falling first, and he's falling behind you, and he's gonna try and like, if he wants, grab onto the wall to like, and like stop you both from continuing to fall.
Okay. The logic that I had was it was essentially a bull rush into him, grabbing him, throwing him out the window with the grapple attached, and then me yeeting myself out. You go either way though. Doesn't matter.
But I thought it was grabbing him because Pete had said Riddler moved to like take cover behind the couch and prepare to shoot the person at the door. So you guys had like went slightly different directions.
Right. All right. What's this? Couch. Window.
Drawing somewhere?
Yeah, I'm drawing like directly on the.
It does.
On the map.
My character is a wannabe porn star who runs a Galaxy fans page under the guise of the Rizzler.
Rizzler. I'll solve it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Runs, grabs, yoinks, holds.
Okay. So then
that was my thought. That was my
less
thought.
a reflex save to grab it to arrest your fall, and more in athletics or acrobatics to try and get him off you if you'd like. But then you very well will be on your own in here when this guy busts through the door.
I think out of instinct more than anything, because he's being essentially thrown out a window, he would try to grab and stop this.
Hey,
like,
how do I delete this drawing now?
Mr.
Chris, help.
How do you delete it? Oh, you have to select each part that you drew.
Okay, with this select. Oh, cool.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Okay, am I rolling a CMB? What am I rolling?
No, you had your 17 to huck him, so
yeah,
so that. So he was unable.
I don't know
to
how
stop
familiar
you.
you are with non-5e.
So you managed to grab him. You leap out of the window. It is a nice day outside with the nice artificial atmosphere, so it's always nice on Absalom Station.
You have an occupation,
and it is not just a
occupation
direct,
rolls.
You're leaping off this giant skyscraper building, and you're
Starfinder,
just in free fall now. Just because of all the other little banister type balconies underneath you. So you have a lot of space to jump, and you're going to do this gravity grappler.
I just posted it just for reference.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so
that's a
you
sick
guys
fucking
are
ability. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Actually, let me see how long.
Oh
it takes
yeah,
this
dude.
bounty hunter to bust down your door. You might be able
Pathfinder
to make a
is
lot of
so
business
fucking
before they give in
good.
if they're unlucky.
I like after playing Pathfinder
okay.
compared to 5e, I'm like Pathfinder all the way.
Wait, how do I change what number it is then? Advanced roller? Oh, here we go. Advanced roller is where it's at. Okay, well they rolled a 7, so I'll keep that.
I love a roll 20 bug where if you just type /roll and then you don't type like 1 and you just do /roll d20. Oh no, never mind. Maybe it's just yeah. If you just say /roll 20,
it just rolls a 20.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bug. It's been like that forever.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's a bug. I think it's an exploit. You love my hat? Well, I love your hat if you're wearing one.
I assume as you guys are going down, you're making okay time because the Rizzler isn't like constantly kicking and screaming the whole way down, or is like Shizu having to fight you the whole way down?
So I'm wondering, are we trying to like rappel down the side of the building at this point, or are we just hanging off to
Absolutely.
like what is the surroundings? Are we able to like, kind of grapple down lower? Can I kind of like swing him onto a lower balcony ledge or whatever?
There's because you guys are on.
Let's break into a different apartment.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're on like a very, very high floor, so it is a very far fall if you were to just like fly out the edge and go into complete free fall. But you guys stayed next to the wall, have your grappling hook attached, and there is balconies every like floor down, so there's tons of space and handholds for you to use, or someone else's door if you want to bust it down. But at least when you immediately jump down, And then you guys can also RP screaming at each other if you would like to use that as a way to figure out what you want to do next. But the bounty hunter doesn't. You don't immediately hear the bounty hunter like bust into his room yet.
So the maximum range is equal to 30 feet multiplied by the charisma mod. Charisma mod is 3, so it's like a 90-foot fucking not like free fall, but essentially just like Mission Impossible, like fucking descent, essentially, like a controlled descent that like the Rizzler is just like being held in, essentially. I don't know. I think Shizu is trying to stay like dead quiet to see if he can like hear anything. If he needs to like fucking swing the Rizzler onto a lower ledge, or dive off of the ledge himself, etc., etc.
Oh man,
what's the Riz doing?
What the fuck are you doing? We're not gonna survive falling 90 feet at least. Shizu, you killed us both.
I think it's a little bit further than 90 feet. Also, this requires a lot of concentration, so...
Out of concentration, Smutch, get us on fucking something I can stand on!
She's gonna try to, like, stop him right next to, like, a lower ledge about 90 feet down, essentially, and, like, wait until he's essentially, you know, clinging to the grate of another ledge.
You leap down, you grab one. It doesn't even require a check as long as you're still attached to your gravity grappling hook. So you can easily, basically with the 90 feet, you can have your pick of the litter of apartments 9 floors down.
Nice. Shizu will just, you know, drop him off, and once he seems secure, will detach the grapple, attach it to the edge of this ledge, and essentially just rappel down to where Shizu is hanging out. Or fucking Riz is hanging out.
You had a thinking look on your face for a second, Pete. Are you plotting something else?
No, I'm just trying to think of what Rizzler would do next. I think he'll wait for Shizu at this point.
Okay. So you get down.
There's not very many options. You're just like hanging on the ledge.
Yeah, it is a lot of new rules, but they're similar enough.
On one of the ledges of someone else's apartment.
That you would be able to pick it up.
Down. Shizu joins you a moment later. As Shizu's going down, actually, you could do a perception check for me, Shizu, as you're finishing the last couple feet to get down there.
Oh.
Nice. So you do. As you're going down, there's still like a lot of wind, so it is difficult to hear. But this last bit is loud enough that he does catch it because he's so like trying to hone in on the one location, and is just sort of like trying to block out other stimuli. He does hear the door being kicked in, and then someone running in the room as you're like landing with the Riz on the 9 floors down balcony, basically, and you can see it's got like a glass open window, and there's someone in like the sitting room as you guys are landing there, just like, what the fuck? Looking out the glass.
Huh. Well, this would be a lot easier if there wasn't somebody in that apartment.
Let's go down one more. She's just gonna go up to the next level. Just start looking for the
the closest empty apartment.
Yeah, you just keep going down until you find an empty one.
Yeah. This is obviously gonna go so well for us.
Luckily, there's not even a fucking check for the grappling hook, so it's like a guaranteed. There's no real lethality, except for maybe missing my grip and then having to like fucking rappel out. Yeah, unless someone starts shooting at us.
Yeah. So now as you're going down, so you see an occupant, an entire family that starts shouting because they're like kids are in there, and then you finally get to one that it looks empty. But since it took 4 turns, now you guys can do a stealth check. As you see, it's quite a distance at this point. You're like 100 feet away from this person, but you can see the bounty hunter that you'd seen downstairs is at your ledge, like looking around because the door is just hanging open.
Oh Jesus!
Fucking stealth check is not my forte.
Neither is mine.
Skill.
Mine's not a class skill.
But sleight of hand is not trained. Good. That's sleight of hand.
Stealth.
Here's stealth.
Well, you could have rolled better.
Surely they won't pass the 10.
I'm 7 feet tall.
Surely they won't pass the 10.
They have a plus 10? That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they're bounty hunters. They're supposed to look for people. They should be pretty good at it.
To perception? I have a plus 10 to perception.
Okay, so they start looking out, and of course the immediate thought is, well, I should look down, because where else would they go unless they flew away? So they look down as you guys land on a thing, and you guys look up and meet their gaze, and
like,
you can't hear them, but you can see their mouth move, and just like read their lips up like the what the fuck, and they start pulling out a gun.
Of course.
But we finally found a totally...
Yeah, it looks empty. At least the sitting room that the balcony is attached to looks empty.
Okay. I mean, she's gonna try and open the window, right?
Yeah, I don't have anything that long range. Rizzler's gonna take, let's see, his battle staff that he still has for some reason, and just bash open the window. Like, he's not wasting any time. These are fucking bounty hunters trained to kill.
All right.
Now he has agency. Now he's proactive. I love it.
Look, Shizu tried to kill him.
Are after you.
Is the Rizzler afraid of heights? Is this like a fucking unknown phobia that we're tapping into?
Not heights, but falling. From height.
Fear.
I could see a Vertigo reboot with the Rizzler.
That's hilarious.
It's not
That's
the fall that
hilarious.
kills you, it's the impact, and the Rizzler is terrified of the impact.
Got it. Yeah. So still afraid of heights.
Yeah,
Just-
but he'll never say it that
Just
way.
in the Rizzler way. Yeah, just in the Rizzler way. I love it.
Alright, so you don't have to roll for damage on the battle staff. It's just a super cheap outdoor window thing that you hit and you shatter it, sending glass shards flying into you and jump in. And as far as you can hear,
roll
no
it
one
anyway.
shouts at the. I only did 2 damage. But yeah, no one shouts at hearing the crash, other than the family that's upstairs. That's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You go down here!" It's like shouting like white trash shit at you and stuff, basically.
Amazing.
So you guys are in an empty apartment.
We're
All
like
right.
so many floors down, right? There's no way that they could have
Right.
calculated
13.
what level we're on, right? Like, there's no way that they could
No,
see that.
but
Like,
they
just from,
do
like,
know
looking
that
out
we're
and catching
below
glimpse
them.
of us.
That's the problem.
That's true. Now it's a race to the front door, essentially.
Yeah, okay. Shizu, great thinking. You scared the shit out of me. Now we have probably not a lot of time to make our next move, but we should at least plan it out so we're both in the know.
How about thinking while we're moving?
Great
Right,
idea.
let's start heading
Doors
towards the
there.
doors. It's like a Scooby-Doo like montage.
Yeah. You just
Scooby-Doo
run
came
towards
up
the
last
first.
session too.
Did it?
Yeah,
Did
on
it?
the oil thing, when Sizu was running across it, Pete made the comment about the Scooby-Doo run.
No, there's a lot of like cartoonish
Whatever.
like physics about this. No, I know what
Continue.
you're talking about.
I apologize.
Alright, so you guys run through the apartment, which is the exact same layout as the residence upstairs. So he's like, "Oh yeah, this front door's right here. It's super simple. You don't need to bust down the door because you're on the inside, so you could just unlock it. You don't need to attack it." But you are in the hallway, running. You're just going to like the nearest elevator to get out completely, or what's the destination?
Stairwell. Only an idiot would take an elevator in an emergency.
You do have like 100 flights of stairs to go down.
The Rizzler's in impressive shape, especially in his lower body.
Shizu's just, depending on how the stairwell looks, if it has like an opening in the middle, Shizu's just gonna fucking grab onto one of the ledges and just start like fucking doing
Oh yeah,
the rappel like straight down.
Oh my god.
turned into a Spider-Man game or something.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'll give you that. You can traverse that with exceptional speed if the two of you do that.
Yeah,
Hold it
alright.
down.
Fuck it.
But yeah.
I mean, I think with
It's like a Lois Lane like holding on to Shizu as he's like fucking
Absolutely.
yeah, and with that extra speed down the stairs, I don't think there's a realistic way for this bounty hunter to recatch you. So, as for all intents and purposes, you guys are clear and right now. So you get down to the bottom and lose yourself in the crowd again. Where are you headed? / what is your plan?
Finally.
There are the crowd is slowly dispersing as emergency services, police and whatnot start showing up to go investigate what the fuck happened on your floor, but now they don't know you guys have anything to do with it, so they're mostly just like, everyone clear out, get out of the way.
There's no way that the bounty hunters are like, part of an official unit, right? They're probably criminals, same as everyone, right? Maybe we could do maybe we could fucking spring a trap on him at this point, right? I mean, we've already been shown that we're at the location, that we're on Absalom Station. I don't see the downside necessarily of now fucking capturing them and essentially extracting information.
So fucking badly. Do I want to... So badly do I want to cast Disguise Self as, like, an emergency, like, responder and go up with them to see if he can confront the bounty hunter and shoot him in the back.
I will remind you that you guys are both out of stamina completely from his trap, or... I think it,
how long does it
That's
take
what
to
I got
recover?
Resolve points for, baby.
I was about to say, like,
I got
could we
5 of
spend
those
resolve
bitches.
points?
Yeah, it takes a 10-minute first aid rest.
Okay.
So could we sit down at the opening, or some fucking nook and cranny, like a vantage point, and kind of watch the entryway for the bounty hunter and recover our stamina
and follow
points?
them?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You can totally do that. You could do... I assume you're
Shizu
trying to
is
stay
not
hidden.
stealthy. This is not a good, he is not the character
Well,
for the stealth.
so it depends on how well they recognize you. Right? They only caught a glimpse of you because their target is me.
Alright, they just know there's a huge Kasatha. I mean, they have, based off of what Horizon gave us in terms of information, all of our fucking details and data was on the actual bounty itself.
Not all of the details. Most of the details were on the
you.
Rizzler.
Yeah, most of the...
but they
it
still
was
have,
very
a
detailed on the
physical
Rizzler,
description.
but yeah, they did have appearances for the other 3 at least. And then basically what was public record for your employee in the EJ Corp, basically. So they're like, oh, he's the muscle. This dude's a weird, crazy scientist bug man. Other guy's the pilot.
I
Down
guess.
scream somewhere.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You spend your resolve point each, get you guys' stamina back, resting, sitting on a freaking curb across the street, and suddenly disguised as an EMT, doing...
No. Oh, actually, that's a great idea. No, let's do that. The original idea was going to be sexy clone jutsu, and the Rizzler was just going to be crying like he just got broken up with, and then he would be comforting him.
That's his go-to disguise.
Yeah.
In any covert operation, it's always just a hot girl in distress.
Yeah. But I like the
Well,
EMT fixing each other up idea way better. That's way more easy to sell.
Captain, we've tried this before. I'm not the type that takes to disguises and covert maneuvers necessarily. This is truly more your specialty. I should probably hang back, maybe go and try to find a vantage point and, facilitate the situation. They know that they're looking for a huge Kasatha, and I think I
You
stick
are
out,
a huge Kasatha, yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's a great idea. Get a vantage point, and I will follow the bounty hunter. I didn't get a good look.
Wait, we got a pretty good look at him. We know what sex this is.
Do we?
Yeah. I just was misspeaking earlier. It is a female alien, Amara Koi.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the picture's in there too.
Yeah.
I didn't get a great look at her, but I'll know her when I see her. All right. And I'm gonna follow her, and then we're gonna ambush her and kill her for trying to kill me.
After we extract some information about what she knows.
If we can. Safety is our number one priority. So
Yes, I could have said it better myself. This change in perspective is quite welcome.
Oh, that
With
we
the
should
utmost
we
caution.
should kill her if she attempts to kill us before extracting information? I feel like that's pretty standard kidnap kill tactic.
Life for a life. She's playing the game.
I agree.
Fair.
All right, she's just gonna go and try and find like some fucking, hanging out on the rooftops or some shit for a vantage point to essentially watch the Riz do his fucking covert, sly interactions.
So he waits like on a further down street, so he's more inconspicuous and doesn't far enough that you don't need a stealth check. Basically, is what you're trying to do, but within like comms range.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe like scout out like locations like a good alleyway or something that's kind of like off of the beaten path is somewhere, and trying to inform the Rizzler of potential opportunities, how we can fucking ambush.
Love it.
As the Rizzler is waiting down there, he can do a perception check.
Bada bing! 220s! Already!
Nice.
Jesus Christ, 29.
Okay, so you're hanging out down there in your disguise watching the entrance. It is mostly cleared of people, but there is still a steady stream of people that are being escorted and shooed out of the building so that like the emergency people can go inside and have it clear and do all their shit. As they're waiting though, he hears, and Shizu would be able to hear this from down the way as well.
Yo,
He
the
doesn't have a clear
gifted
view of
sub
what
for
is
the
happening.
double
The Rizzler
20s?
sees inside the lobby
Thanks,
floor,
Chris.
like past all the
Defer.
glass doors and stuff. There is
Gifted
an
the sub to Adam.
explosion that like sets it, like a bunch of smoke starts coming out. There's like fire alarms and different things, and then the water starts spraying and everything like that. And that causes a huge commotion of like all the crowds that were outside. They start running and getting further away because they're like, we don't even fucking know what's happening. Is it a terrorist attack or whatever? And all the emergency people start flocking in, so the entire entryway gets like really, really busy for a moment, and it's like hard to keep track. But because you roll a natural 20, you do see the female Drindi. She tries to slip out and essentially blends in with the crowd and like starts going through and has like her hood up to cover most of her appearance and her equipment and stuff like that. But yeah, you do spot her getting out, and she doesn't know who you are right now in your disguise.
I follow her.
Okay. Are you telling Shizu you're following her?
Yep.
or-
Yeah, I think at the he like gets on his comm. He's like, I'm following her. Stay close.
Puppy. Jesus, like fucking slinking through the crowd as much as possible.
Okay, so how far behind are you following her?
Oh God. Say 100 feet.
So she mostly seems like she's just beelining it away from the commotion and the explosion and all that stuff. No one else seems to be paying her much mind, especially as the larger crowd was running away. And then eventually she like separated from it and got to the next street over, which this entire area is mostly just like condos and large apartment buildings. So it's a lot of residential space. But now she's just like moving through and past other crowds of people that are like, what is going on in the next street over? And it's just a lot of people like talking and trying to figure out what is happening over there. So it's still a pretty busy street, but you do manage to follow her for 2 streets before she finally gets to a small personal ship. So it's not like a starship that would leave the station, but it's one that's like a hover car basically, where she would be able to travel from section to section much easier.
And did she get inside of it?
Yeah, you see her approaching. She's like opening the door and like throwing her shit in.
I would like to get close enough to shoot one of the engines out.
Okay.
Trap her there.
Let me get the HP for this vehicle then.
Engaging target. Be ready.
Jesus starts fucking like damn near sprinting, like, oh God.
Dude, Deus Ex music is going so hard right now on my end.
I got some gnarly fucking
great game.
synthwave right now, so yeah, I'm
I think Pete and I are the same mindset.
Yeah, we
right now,
really
but
are.
Nick-
Okay, what are you shooting it with?
My lens pistol.
Is that energy or okay? It's fire energy.
Yeah, fire energy.
Okay, 7. Okay, so you fire from your location. Did you have to? Oh yeah, you got a little closer. You're at 80 feet. She's probably running like 50 feet behind you at this point, and then she hears the blast go off, and another crowd of people like duck down, and people start shouting because they're like, "What the fuck is happening on all these streets?"
Yeah.
But your blast unfortunately just bounces off the edge of the plating of her vehicle. She
Cool.
like ducks down her head and like looks over towards you. You could try and stealth and not be seen if you want, but making a stealth after an attack has a -10 penalty on it. So she's
That's
likely to be
cool.
able to spot
Am
you.
I still in disguise? Because that gives me a +10 circumstance bonus, which would wash it.
Huh?
Doesn't fucking matter. But I tried.
Yeah, so after you shot and she like turns over, her eyes meet yours. So she
Yeah.
clearly knows who shot. But
Yeah.
do you want to do an initiative thing, like you're gonna stick it out, or after that
Absolutely.
shot
I'm
didn't work, are you
sticking out with
dipping?
this bitch. 100%. She is not getting away on my fucking terms. Or on her terms. She only gets away on my terms, which will be dead.
Alright, hold on, let me get a straight map.
I was about to say, you didn't
Bet you,
expect us to
bet you
now
didn't
start
expect me
combat.
to, one,
I know.
succeed the fucking perception check on her sneaking out, and then follow her successfully.
Foolish me, thinking just prepare an apartment map, because that's likely where they're gonna
No,
fight if
we're
they
not
fight.
gonna fight there. No way.
Nah. Now we take this 2 blocks down
When she's out of
No
the way.
reason.
when she's out of the way in another busy street.
Yeah.
I mean, so there was like the rigged explosion or whatever, like at the door, right? So there was already emergency services going to the fucking apartment. Now I guess we've delayed it temporarily with like 1 gunshot, essentially.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Hey man.
This UI update where they
Yeah,
have
it's
the
throwing me
layer
off.
buttons on the left, super nice.
It's throwing me off, but I love it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not used to it, so I'm like taking a little longer to find buttons,
Yeah.
but it does seem like a definite upgrade.
It's gonna be a goofy ass combat.
Is it gonna be goofy?
It's either goofy or stupid, and I think we're gonna find out pretty quick.
What kind of ship does she have, Chris?
What I'm imagining is, do you remember in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, where they do the chase scene through Coruscant? Obi-Wan's driving that yellow fucking race car looking motherfucker. That's what I'm
it's
imagining.
basically that.
Yeah.
It's stat wise, if you are curious, it's called an urban cruiser, but it's just a hover one instead of a regular driving one. Whatever. I don't need to line this up perfectly. Just save time. There you guys over here.
$2,000 for one of these things, huh?
$2,000 for yeah.
The urban cruiser. Yeah.
Pretty affordable.
Honestly though.
Nice fucking map. This is sick.
Yeah, so the grid doesn't line up perfectly because I didn't take the time to do that, but
Yeah, whatever.
we'll deal. So this will be her car.
Ah, the Toyota Yaris.
Let me get your guys' minis.
Oh, this is cool.
Taming. For everybody watching on Twitch, this is the meme that Taming just sent to the chat. As you can see, the gap is narrowing between fucking around and finding out. Oh,
so
that's
many turns in
fucking good.
combat, me just dead sprinting towards them. How many turns do you want to count that, if any?
I'm gonna have you arrive on the map basically where your token is now after one full turn. That's it. You're not super far behind.
Oh, hi, chat.
Oh, they did change all of the free tokens, so now there's no sci-fi section anymore. That sucks.
What?
And yeah, I gotta find like a new spot for all my sci-fi tokens.
Wait, how did you get food poisoning? I didn't bring this up, Peter. Did you just eat long food because you couldn't go out to get groceries?
Oh, no. This is because I was feeling extra snacky the other night, and I was like, well, no, it sounds good. My long beloved Taco Bell. And boy, did I pay the price this time. Yeah, I was in bed all day yesterday. I hardly moved.
Wait, what'd you get?
At Taco Bell or food poisoning?
Tell me the details of the food poisoning, but after the Taco Bell order.
I got a bean and cheese burrito, add fiesta potato, and then whatever their value box is with the chicken chalupa.
Huh. Maybe it was the fiesta fucking potatoes or whatever.
It could have been, but I've gotten them so many times before. So unless it was just like, which is very possible, just a bad fucking batch or something, like, whew, man, it was bad. Yo,
Weird.
31 in a row months. There you go.
Nice. Alright, you can also roll initiative for Chris.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just be one to mind. Wow.
Nice.
Damn, you guys are on it with the rolls today.
Yeah, fucking 20s left
Holy
and
shit.
right.
Yeah. I mean, you still go after.
I'm
her,
still
but-
behind. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Alright, what's the range on this? Alright, so she's going to pull out her static polarity rifle.
Fuck, that's cool.
How far? What's her speed? 30. Alright, so she's gonna run forward, kneel behind this planter for some cover, and blast you once with it. And I'm going to count you, even though you're just out in the street right now, because you like made everyone panic. You still have light cover against all attacks because of all the people running around.
Nice.
While she's kneeled behind something else, she has improved cover, so that's like the only difference.
Gotcha.
Because she also has like people in the way. But so one shot for you, minor cover or soft cover or whatever it's specifically called, just gives you +2 AC.
Okay.
She now won.
Ooh,
Okay, she
fuck.
literally shot a bystander as they were like running in front of you. They
Oh
took
my
the
God.
fucking bullet.
Irvin
Holy
moment. Hell yeah.
Yeah, isn't there?
Down, Mr. President, but on accident.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, after moving, taking out the weapon and shooting, that's her whole turn. So Shizu spends his turn sprinting at the full speed and arrives here at the end of his turn. Do you have any swift actions or anything you want to do? I don't know if you have any.
No, I don't think so. Where would I check for
Okay.
swift actions?
It'd just be under some of your abilities. They might say you can use this as a swift action or something like that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you're just charging up, running in now +1 into whatever mode you want to be in.
Yeah, graviton. At the moment.
All right, Riz again.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Oops. Gonna kind of try and get behind this light post. But this way he can maintain line of sight and cast Mind Thrust.
Nice. Will save DC 14.
Damn.
18, only half damage.
Yeah, all right, still take it.
Yeah. Still, I thought it was 21 was the damage. I was like, Jesus, you rolled
Yeah,
so
that'd
fucking
be
high.
nice.
Okay. Mind Blaster. She staggers a bit from the attack, but doesn't seem too thrown off about it. She will. She's gonna shoot you twice. Yeah, she'll full attack you this time.
She sure
the
can.
last-
Try.
Yeah, she will attempt.
I'm awfully cocky going into this.
Yeah, like for no reason either.
Yeah.
No, we healed up. Now we can fight.
Yeah,
This is like TPK speed running.
yeah. Kinda.
I know GDQ was recent.
No,
Peter.
dude, you haven't seen TPK speedrunning until you saw our first Pathfinder game, Sunless Citadel, where we died in the
Oh,
first
the
3
travesty.
sessions.
There was some mistakes made in a hallway that
There's-
had a lot of enemies.
There's a lot of mistakes made.
I assume the 24 hits you even with the improved
Wait,
cover.
Sunless Citadel is a
correct.
puzzle dungeon. How did you TPK in a puzzle dungeon?
You'd be surprised.
The fuck are you doing?
All the wrong
13
things.
does not hit though, right?
13 does not
just-
hit, correct.
It's just kobolds. Did you just run for all the traps?
Well, yeah, we kind of ran through all the traps, fought the Rat
You
King.
opened the book
took-
that had the glyph of warding, didn't
No,
you?
no. We fought the Rat King and took a lot of damage from that. Didn't heal after the Rat King. Then proceeded to really piss off the kobolds and run. They caught up and murdered us.
So it
all.
wasn't even fun. It wasn't even the book. Why do I remember there's a book with a glyph of warding in it? I haven't played Sunless Citadel. I read it like 7 years ago. I read the
My
module to prep,
goodness.
and I never got to play it.
They
Why do
tried
I
to
remember it?
negotiate with the kobolds is the problem, and then pissed them off and aggroed them all while they were in the middle of the entire group of them.
Yeah,
and
it
then tried
turns
to
out
run.
if you negotiate and then they're like, no, this is our terms. Then they're like, bro, we outnumber you like 5 to 1. What are you doing? And you're like, no. Yeah,
it didn't go well.
did
The
not.
learning experience for
TPK.
everyone.
It
I
was.
think TPK, your first campaign, is a good thing, though. It
Yeah.
teaches you.
You took 11 damage though from her
Alright.
blaster rifle. Then, it is Shizu's turn.
All right. That's where her ship is. That's where she's firing from. Okay. I mean,
She did a
Shizu's
little bit
probably
in front of her ship, but yeah.
okay. I mean, Shizu's just gonna fucking just like dead sprint essentially.
30 feet,
I think my
right?
move is, yeah, I think my move is 30.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I'm
you just
moving your
30.
token. You can do it.
Oh,
I just
no,
moved you
thanks.
30.
Oh,
literally
okay.
just,
I was like, I don't know where I
have it.
started now.
You could
One,
dash.
two,
Yeah, he's
three,
dashing, so this
four,
is double
five,
movement.
6. There.
Yep, that'd be double.
Okay, so I'll take the cover behind the car, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of like slam into it,
Yeah.
seeing the Rizzler like right across the way, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Linger. Cool.
your thing goes up by 1, so you're 2 out of 3 now, and Riz's turn.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mind Thrust! Shit.
Aw.
Turns out when you get shot, you can't thrust your mind as efficiently.
She failed her save though, so at least full 9
Hey,
damage.
yo! My nat 1 did more damage.
Yeah, unlucky. Alright, do you want to move at all?
Yeah, I want to get here for the improved cover.
Okay. So as this round starts, you still have cover, but it's no longer no one's cover is improved anymore because it's been 2 rounds and the crowds have gotten far enough away that now it is a mostly empty street at this point
Okay.
where you guys are just blasting at
But
each
not
other.
even behind the car.
Yeah, so you have like regular cover behind the car.
Oh,
it's
okay,
not
got.
the
Oh,
improved
perfect,
one.
perfect. Okay, cool,
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
Her turn. She will Also up close now, and since the combat has started, Shizu can see, even though she has some cover, that she seems to have, though it is slightly different in hue and makeup, he definitely recognizes the signs that this person has a solar armor manifestation on right now.
Ooh.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Do Solarians like eat each other? Is there some
Eat
fucking
each
evil shit
other?
going?
Are you talking like praying mantis type shit?
I'm saying they seem like the type to be like very solitary, and they eat each
Yeah,
other
like
to get stronger.
Highlander. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Highlander. Like,
exactly,
there can be
exactly.
only one, and we have to like fight to the death. No.
Alright, she's going to chuck a grenade
That's
at the
hilarious, though.
Rizzler, so the Rizzler needs to make a reflex save.
Easy.
And
I'm
then she's
so
gonna
good at
back up.
reflex saves.
It's just like a giant eating contest, and the Solarians trying to get like hold more mass, so they have more gravity around them.
Yeah.
So they eat the other Solarians.
There can be only one sun.
There can be only sun.
Alright, they didn't roll very well on their damage either, so
Thank
even though you
goodness.
did not dodge it, a explosion of lightning goes off next to you and does 6 electricity damage, and then she runs back towards her vehicle again, but she is currently not in any cover. Jesus' turn.
Get over here. It's within the range. She's just gonna hop on top of this car and fucking lasso hit her in the leg as she's trying to run away. And
Oh, with the grappling
essentially
hook?
attempt a combat maneuver. Yeah.
Boy, I love that.
90 feet is fucking impressive, dude.
Why do you say that was like a league champ? Dude, they did their grapple hook.
I'm thinking like High Noon Thresh. I'm like, guarantees it hits, and
Yeah.
the question is whether or not I can actually just. I guess it acts as a feat.
Yeah, as long as you're
grappler,
fully attuned, which you
attuned.
just got.
It's weird. It reads, it reads while you are attuned or fully attuned, which I guess implies that I don't
Oh.
even need to be fully attuned, which seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I agree.
But granted, you can't pull her yet, so first you've got to hit her with it and then
Okay.
beat her thing to get her to be grappled, and then the feat allows you to pull her towards you every turn, basically.
Okay. Stellar Revelations. I'm just reading it. Stand by.
Yeah, no worries.
Supernova. Awaken Flames. God, there's so fucking many. Here we go. Alright, Gravity Grapple. You can shape gravity into a translucent coil anchors as a standard action. Okay, so standard action, I hurl the coil at a target, functioning like a grappler with a titanium alloy cable. Cool. So I'm assuming it tethers because it doesn't say that there's any, I don't have to roll anything for it to hit.
I'm imagining
But,
Batman type, like his little cable that just binds up bad boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
It basically is just, if you target a creature with this, it's resolved as a grapple combat maneuver, so you'll do your athletics to try and...
To try and
Or no,
grapple.
you do a CMB against their AC, and they do an athletics to get out.
Okay. You mean to hit them or to pull
Yeah.
them towards me?
To hit them. When you're trying to pull them towards you next turn, you have to also beat them with a CMD too. Because it's two different things. First one's grapple, so that they're like tied up, and then the next one is like you're trying to move them.
Okay. So I just need a CMB, essentially? Okay. Where am I fucking rolling that? Send help.
Sorry, it's funnily enough, you're like, grappling is like the most complicated rules.
Yeah.
For all the like maneuvers that you could possibly do, it's like the most
Right.
tedious.
Oh, yeah, I don't even see
there's no button
CMB.
for CMB.
Yeah.
It's not even 3.5 is the thing.
There's
like, this-
CM.
It always gets worse.
Why does it have your CMD listed, but there's no button for easy
The
access on CMD? That's kind of
D,
annoying.
Yeah.
Yes, my CMD is 23, I guess.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Your
not what we're
CMD
looking for.
is, yeah, but we need the B. So what we should do to save time in the future, we should just make an attack macro that's your CMD.
Yeah.
But just do your
Oops.
weapon attack, because it's probably going to be the same, if not just one higher
Gotcha.
than CMD.
Oh,
Yeah, 20, nice. 20 does hit. All right, does she make any save now, or just automatically rolls? Oh, yeah, okay, on her turn, she can do a check to see if she's not grappled or not. So, for all intents and purposes, you have hit her with the thing. She is currently attached and may remain so on her turn, depending on what she gets. Do you want to finish your move?
yeah. I mean, I guess I can hop off and just move towards her 30 feet.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Yeah,
30.
you'll end, yeah, literally next to him.
Cool.
Okay. Riesler.
She's grappled.
Yes. She might get out on her turn, but either way,
Wait.
she's going to have to use her move to get out, or possibly still be stuck either way.
Right. Right there. I'm just gonna take the free shot, pretty much. Pull out the pistol and shoot her.
Alright, her AC is only 15 right now.
I moved to no full attack. All right. Light her on fire.
Nice.
Light her up.
Alright, let's see if she gets out. I don't need Alan's stats. That's not helpful right now. Oh, she's not good at athletics. Not built like she's you.
I'd be
She
worried
did
if
not
she was.
get out. Okay, she is unable to move at the moment. She will then supernova you.
Sick. That's not gonna hurt at all.
I think it is 20-foot radius. Okay, she can get you both. So both of you make
Damn.
reflex saves.
Yeah,
Oh.
where's the Solarian like trash?
It's a good thing I'm
talking
great
shit?
at reflex saves, guys.
Come
Oh,
on, pick it up.
Nice.
We need the content for Chris or Pizza YouTube shorts. Come on.
dude, I always got content. I got
Dude,
3
what the
streams
fuck
worth
are
of
these
content that I haven't even touched yet.
You gotta do like a super cut of like your bad choices and somehow fit into like a minute.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
17 damage, 17 fire damage. I don't know if anyone has fire resist, but
Yeah.
17 to Shizu,
Oh my God.
and then 8 to the Rizzler.
All
Hire
right.
an editor. Come on.
Hire an editor? I wish. I totally would if I could afford it. Editing is so fucking time consuming. I love it, but man.
So now it's Shizu's turn. He can either use his action to pull her closer, or just let it still be that she can't move and then he gets closer, or, you know, whatever. However you want to do it.
The Egged Ray isn't doing anything. Sorry.
Yeah, so I need to do essentially a grappler pull combat maneuver.
Yeah, so you
right?
can either pull her, or you can just leave her grappled so she can't go farther away while you move closer. Either one. Or you could do both, because moving is your move action, and then your action would be to pull her.
How fucked up is she looking? Yeah, I mean, Rizzler's been kind of fucking her mind a couple of times.
You just
shooting
shot her once,
in the
yeah.
ass. Yeah.
She's looking. So I think I've told you before. There's like, you can describe the character as bloodied
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they get to half HP. She's not quite bloodied yet.
Okay.
But it's starting to get pretty messed up.
Yeah, Shizu's just gonna fucking just drag her across the pavement, essentially, just like, you know, in every horror movie where, like, you know, the character's trying to, like, scramble
Yeah.
away on their hands and stuff. It's like, no, and she just
Yeah.
gets ripped back. Yeah. So he's gonna do that along the concrete, and then just do normal move action towards her. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I need to
roll
do a
your-
combat maneuver now, yeah. That's just an attack roll, essentially.
Yes.
Or is
yeah,
this
do it.
different now?
No,
It's
another
a
attack roll.
reposition. Yeah, it's a reposition combat maneuver. Okay.
Yeah, it's by every 5 that you beat their AC by, you can move them extra distance.
Okay. Ooh!
Wow.
24,
Dude,
nice.
Get the fuck over here.
All right, Scorpion.
I think that your armor is interesting. Come here.
Alright, so since she's grappled, so you moved her 10 feet towards you. She literally got into melee.
Amazing.
So yeah, you're just pulling her. She's like trying to stop herself with every step, but you managed to overpower her with your gravity grapple. And now you can just, oh no, you used your standard action to pull her, so, and then moved, yeah. So you're all done. She's just right next to you.
Right next to me, or like fucking underneath my foot as I'm standing above her? Fucking
No, she's not. She's not prone.
down.
She's like standing up, just unable to get away.
Okay.
You've like lassoed her, basically. All right, Riz.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Nice. Oh, she gets a will save against it. Interesting.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Well, too
Each
fucking bad.
potentially-
Oh, I should hide that rule so then you don't know. But
Too late now.
yeah.
And he's gonna walk up behind her and just hold the gun to the back of her head and says, "All right, talk. Who hired you? How much are they paying you? And give me one good reason I shouldn't blow a hole in your head."
It just lets out a sigh, and you see in her grappled state with her arms like stuck to her body where she's barely able to maneuver, she just lets her gun go and drop to the ground. And then also you can tell she's like depowered her armor in surrender, essentially. She
just like fizzles out.
Yeah.
And the
she just
Rizzler
gives
kicks the gun away into the street.
She gives a small little nod, like, all right, reason to let me live, it's just a job, and you clearly are out of my league. I just got this job from a board, basically.
And how much?
And she gives you the same price that was before you told
Yeah,
your sister
before
to
the
raise it.
before the
Yeah,
raise.
before all the shit.
Okay. Here's what you're gonna do.
Oh god.
You're gonna go back to this job posting and say, after some extensive research, you found the target to already be dead, and it was a waste of time to post the bounty. Otherwise, my friend Shizu here will find you and kill you. Much, much quicker than we could have today.
Can do intimidate or
growl.
diplomacy. Both of
You're
them are.
goddamn right.
Are we moving any alignments to evil yet?
No, I mean, these guys are trying to kill you first, and you're giving them
Yeah.
the option to live. So it's,
Yeah. This is
Yeah,
mercy.
you're not torturing anybody or anything.
Just keeping it in mind for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Growl.
Rizzler is chaotic neutral. He does shit
True.
according to
You can
him.
skirt the line.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
Once it impedes on him, it's nothing but business.
Yeah. As soon as somebody
Yeah.
fucks with his shit, he will
like,
make
alright,
sure they are fucked before he continues.
Yep.
Weird, that's also on your Pornhub account.
Yep.
Hey, Galaxy fan.
Mutually assured fucking.
Yeah.
Nice. I think, okay, yeah, deal. Well, I'll do that. You have to let me keep all my gear.
I don't think you're exactly in the position to be making negotiations here. Shizu's gonna like take his haptic feedback and just place it right on her neck. Right there, essentially, and just absorb all the information he can about whatever species she is and how exactly she got this fucking Solarian power.
I wouldn't be able to tell him anything about how she came to her class and her skills and whatnot, but you do learn that she is a Dirindi. I assume that's how it's pronounced. But kind of surprising once he learns about them. They seem, from what he understands through his information collecting device, they're like a very peaceful, cooperative, artistic species, so it's very atypical for one to be in like a military type vibe. And they also are supposed to be like very gregarious and like social communities and species and whatnot. But I mean that's about it. They only come from one particular planet in the Gap, and there's not a ton of them, so they're kind of rare. But they do have an affinity for electricity, though, so they seem to be able to like have some sort of psionic connection to electronics and the element of lightning.
Oh, interesting.
Which would make sense for attunement with Solarian power, specifically electrical charges. That's cool.
You can't detect thoughts.
Yeah, I'd like to read her mind just a little baby bit.
Peculiar to see an Orindi bounty hunter. What's your story? Kind of looks at her inquisitively. His thirst for knowledge is probably overwhelming a little bit. Is probably showing through the threatening nature.
Her eyes kind of narrow on him for a little while, and she's like, "Am I still not in a position of negotiation, or what are we doing here exactly?"
No, I just really like
favor.
I really like your gun, and I'd like to keep it. That's
Sure,
the problem.
So would I.
Well, yeah, I totally get that, but look, it's your gun or your life. So
You just take the gun. I keep everything else.
yeah,
Sure, take the gun.
all right.
And I'll tell them you were dead already.
Fantastic. Fuck, I wish I had a tracking device so I could fucking throw it on the car.
And she'll turn to Shizuyashiro is like, if you're curious, this is the first time I've taken a human bounty before. Doesn't seem that great.
No, I think you.
Rizzler picks
were
up the
just
gun,
unfortunate.
fires it off into the air. He's like, "We don't fuck around, bitch!" Pew pew, and starts walking down the street.
I think you were simply unlucky with your first bounty. I actually believe that you proved more adequate than you're probably giving yourself credit. Next time, you should probably be slightly closer to the sabotage door, so that you can take
Fucking
advantage of the booby trap.
Yeah, Coach Shizu, by the way.
She looks like super puzzled for a little bit, and then just like gets a huge grin and is like, "This is gonna make an excellent story for my friends. This is hilarious. Thank you."
Happy to help. Shizu's gonna kind of like, kind of give her like a little pat on the back and kind of just shove her along on her way.
She just like rub her wrist where the grapple was like holding her arms to her body, and it's like, good luck, I guess, with the other bounty hunters.
Oh, thank you. We'll do our best. Great supernova, by the way.
Oh,
Crazy impact range. That was really impressive, actually.
Yeah,
How did you do the electrical attunement?
that one just seems to be a natural gift of my people. We're able to shift a lot of powers that other people seem to be stuck in different elements with. We can just kind of make it into electricity.
Thanks for the info. Shizu will kind of turn to the Rizzler and it's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
You guys do need to leave kind of swiftly, since
Oh, we're leaving.
blasting
Yeah.
people and shooting guns in the
Rizzler,
air.
that's why he was already
Just
running.
shoot him off like a
Yeah.
goddamn hick. No.
Fucking hilarious. All right, so they start
Keeps on
walking.
giving us
opposite-
NPCs that are fucking Solarians. Otherwise, Shizu would not be
It's
as
just, it's
nice
always a
and
fucking
accommodating.
hilarious interrogation.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Granted, there's only been like 2 or 3, I think.
It just happens to be that we should have had adversarial or lethal interactions with them, and it's like, no, mercy shall befall you today.
Yeah. This one went funny enough too that I'm like, you're just gonna have like 10 friendly Solarian NPCs by the end. Oh, this guy's pretty cool. Alright, so transition screen over to Alan and
What was her name?
Irvin. She did not give a name.
We didn't ask. Yeah.
Alan and Irvin have all the documents needed with the correspondence between Reigen Vool and his compatriot Riche, and the proof that they sabotaged the engine of the
welcome,
ship.
welcome.
We don't know exactly how. It's just sort of contextualized conversations.
I have no idea how to say your name.
And then that Riche was
I
the
wanna
one
say
who hired the people to
Kung
do the
Jinxter.
pirate attack to make it look like that's what happened to the ship.
But boy,
So
howdy.
we have quite a bit of evidence to blackmail.
I got
them
nothing
with.
other than that.
I was like, okay, are we just gonna go in there and be like, hey, look what we got, pay us?
Well-
What's the move here?
First, we need to get batteries for your nanonite checker. Because you said you want to refill on that.
True, yeah, I can stop by like any gas station and just get batteries.
Alright, but that seems pretty important to do, so you sure we shouldn't do that first?
Yeah, we could do it on the way back because like we're pretty sure Reigen Vool isn't the one who did the nanite thing, so yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, don't worry.
Captain, I do realize that I was mildly
We are
condescending
not
about-
here. This is their
No,
seat.
oh, I'm sorry.
You can't just smash cut without the DMs. You can't just fucking do that.
Like, good banter. My bad. Continue.
Yeah, don't forget your banter because we still want to
Oh,
hear it. But
we'll
it's
get
hard
it.
for both of us to talk over each other.
We're gonna go shoe shopping.
Yeah, can you go to another
Shoe shopping.
call, Ashley?
Shoe shopping.
Hang on.
I wanna
Let
hear
me
it, I
just,
wanna hear
hang on. Let me just put them in here.
Oh my god, I can't believe you've done this.
You're buddying up calm. What do you want from me?
I'm sorry.
Okay. So we'll get that after.
I saw that. I thought it was like a fucking smash pad. My bad.
It's okay. So what is
Oh
our
my
what is our
goodness.
goal here, Irvin? Because don't get me wrong, this guy is apparently a pretty good doctor because he did surgery on you and you're not dead. I feel like though he's probably not the richest guy to blackmail. Like how much do you think we're getting out of this?
I think the equity is not in mere credits, but in his connection with the underground.
Oh.
Okay, but I would rather have credits.
What if they were in material assets that you could resell later?
I would take gear, yeah.
What type of gear do you... Is there any way you could figure out what he has before we talk to him?
Oh god, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he'd let me just look through his inventory. He's probably got medical stuff.
Which probably sells for a lot, but you have to sell it quick because it goes bad.
True.
And I don't think we have the guarantee that we're not going to be run into. So I think we use his vulnerability with us to get rid of the wanted numbers on our heads.
You think he could do that?
I think it's worth a shot.
It's fair. I mean, at the very least, that other lady knows pirates, so maybe she could just like do something to stall people or something.
If nothing else, we can add more leverage to get rid of that bounty. Maybe a
Okay.
bounty on her or something? Or against EG Corp ships.
Oh, I like that one. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, this discussion, and he gestures to himself and to Irvin, this seems to be going very well. So allow me to just say with cautious optimism, can I trust you to lead negotiations with this person? Because Irvin, and I mean this in the best way, you're a bit of a fucking psycho.
When has my tongue ever tied, and if it would, did I not procure a sword to uncut it like a Gordian knot?
Dude, it's not. We get into crazy situations because sometimes you're screaming about like the void speaking through you and the endless death, or like whatever the fuck you say.
But that's his vibe. Have you not been in the club? Are you not part of the scene?
No,
Well, there's your problem. You're not part of the vibe, man.
but look, You know what I'm talking about, right? Though, like you understand what I'm saying.
I think when little minds observe the dimensions that go beyond the third, they try to reason it in their little academic books. I think they try and put it into little categories. I think you just need to sit back and let me meld with this man in the dimension of which we both exist, that you unfortunately can only see a flat part of. And I'm sorry for you. I'm really sorry. It's really unfortunate. It's just I can't help you. I'm sorry. I tried, and I just don't think you want it.
Oh my god, is Irvin fucking gaslight gatekeep girl boss thing right now?
Like, yeah, okay. Cool,
Wow.
Cool. Look, I'll go with you then, because he seems to be of similar insane mind to you. You handled the negotiations.
Well,
I swear to God, if he like raises an army of zombies to kill us in that room, I'm leaving you behind.
Oh shit, we
just
didn't even
going to
think
leave you
about the
behind.
zombie army.
I think you shouldn't even come. I think it's more threatening if you're on a computer ready to release the documents at any moment than it is if your physical presence is there. I think sometimes psychic influences are stronger than anything physical.
Fair. Okay. Yeah. That's an even better idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
What?
Go,
I
I'll do
don't
that.
have to be there? Sign me up.
In fact, why don't you go get your batteries?
I'll go get the batteries. Let's stay on open comms though.
Sounds good. No, like talking about how you're feeling though, because I just can't do it today. I'm sorry.
What? Okay, whatever. Just go to this guy.
And so the taming comes out in Irvin suddenly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, my bad.
Okay. Head
Yeah,
into his shop again. His shop / hospital.
Yeah, is it just locked like it was last time? I have to look at the camera.
Yes, always. You hear his voice again over intercom and was like, I did not receive a message that one of you needed to take advantage of your healthcare policy. Is this an official visit or?
Oh, it's business, but it's more personal than company matters.
Perfect. Well, of the group, you were the one I liked the most because you let me experiment and seemed to appreciate the effects. So come on in. The door's open.
Do.
Patter, patter, patter,
It's not about what you
go
know, it's
by-
about who you know.
Yeah. The front entrance, again, it's his like little waiting room. There is no like secretary person at the front gate, so it's just empty. You go through, there's like a recovery waiting room. You see one person that's still laying on a gurney that looks like they were in the middle of active surgery and he just left them open there right now. And there's all these things like tracking their like biometrics and stuff. And then next to them, there is like a necrotic looking organ on one of the plates that looks like it's supposed to be put into them, but they're just laying there with their stomach open and they're like passed out or whatever. So he looks like he was in the middle of something, but just left it there for who knows how long. And you have
What
to
an
pass.
honor.
You have to pass that and go to the back room where we spoke with him the first time. And he's back there. He's got his different tubes with floating specimens in them. And he's at one of his larger racks. And he's just like trying to go through different vials. Looks like he's trying to pick one out. So without looking back to you, he's like, are you interested in another necrograft?
I am, but I have a metaphor for you. There's a body. In fact, it's in the last room, but that's not the body I'm talking about. And there's a giant bird, and we are two worms. Now we can continue to feast on this body under the dirt, or one of us can sell the other out to the bird, and it eats the body and both of us.
What?
Like stops looking at it,
Fuck.
turns around to you. He's like, are we... What specifically is this metaphor referring to?
Well, someone didn't take their literature classes. All right, I'll speak bluntly. You fucked up. I know what you did, and I'm talking to the person on comms about what you did, and they can release it to everyone at the moment. However, I really like you. I think we should stay friends. But also, it's a cutthroat world, and I want to stay on top. And you know what? You can come with me. I like you a lot.
God,
Right?
Irvin's been listening to the Rizzler.
Damn,
Take
dude, this is
lessons.
an extortion scheme.
Yeah.
You see, as you're speaking, he does have. I think I showed you guys the pictures before. Let me find them if I did. Yeah, he has a couple necro harvesters that are
Ooh,
assistants
yeah.
that are moving around the room. There's 4 of them. They do all orient on you and stop their work that they were doing as you're like speaking. And you see he's watching you now and has narrowed his eyes on you and is like, "What do you know exactly that I have done?"
Are you familiar with one of the ships that have been attacked by pirates lately?
You can do a sense motive.
Nice.
You do, as soon as you mention that, he seems like he's trying to stay composed and just stare at you. And luckily, he is, for him anyway, he is hard to read because he is undead and stuff. But you do catch the slightest like cheek twitch as you mention it. And I have heard the news, but honestly, I don't follow current events that much, so I can't say I'm well informed.
I'm not carrying out a recording device. I'm just on open comm so that if you were to destroy my body, we would destroy your financial one.
And how do I know you have the evidence you claim to have?
Are you on Space Chan?
Are you on Space Chan?
Of course, where else do I add this? I have to get willing subjects, and that is the cesspool of the internet.
That is the cesspool
imbeciles.
of willing subjects.
Yes. There's always fools there ready to go under the knife.
If I don't return out of here alive and normal, we're going to be posting all evidence of your misdoings and conversation logs with, what's her name? I forget.
Shay,
Shay.
that lady.
Yes. Shay.
You can do diplomacy or intimidate, your choice.
Alright, so this one, it's a +2.
Mhm.
Intimidation. Fuck.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Right,
Stop.
right. I assume your partner is the other members of your crew whom were in here before, of which I have intimate knowledge of and am in work with because we are in contract together for your health insurance.
What a fucking hilarious plot line we've created.
Yeah.
You want? Well, let's start a business. We obviously need a health insurance plan. Who's the first choice? The necromancer! Fucking hilarious.
The vessel doesn't matter. Ears are ears. I'm sure you know the body parts well.
Sick fucking retort, dude. Damn.
Fair, fine. We can at least enter the negotiation phase and do away with all the pointless intimidation tactics. What do you want out of this?
Oh, I want nothing. Other people, they're all agree. They want your credits, they want your business. I don't want any of that. I just want the flames off my back. I like doing business. I like doing business with you. In fact, let's keep doing business. I'm just into some deep shit right now, and maybe you can help get us out of it.
Interesting. Irvin will pay off the fucking bounty?
What sort of deep shit do you need help with?
Let's just say we didn't get our ship without crossing some wires with some people, and those people really want our ship back. I believe, through your connections, you could dissuade them or help pay off that bounty. I'm sure you know the corporation I'm talking about.
Do you want me to make the bounty disappear to the best of my abilities?
I hope that we can go into that unknown country together without any regrets. I think any method to keep an early death from me would be best for our business.
I will use my resources as best I can to either get rid of this bounty or dissuade people from accepting it. Though granted, I will say EG Corp has infinitely deeper pockets than I, so I am helping, but I cannot fix your problem.
That's sort of the medical way, isn't it? You just ease the pain.
Jesus.
Ideally. And in exchange, you will give me the evidence you have. Of course, I'm not going to completely trust you to just get rid of it and not make copies, so I'm going to go and assume that you're going to do that anyway.
I would never, however, I cannot speak for others. I am not, as you can tell, an influential voice.
Perfect. No, well, I'm just gonna let you know. If it does come out at any point from here, moving forward, I am going to count you and your crew responsible, and I will turn those resources on you instead afterwards.
I know my body is at your mercy, and I don't think I would have it any other way.
Perfect. Can I interest you in surgery, by the way?
Yeah.
You're very busy at the moment. I'm very busy. There's some batteries I have to go get. I have to return some VHS tapes. I'm sorry.
A
Maybe
nice
later.
fucking reference. Damn, boy.
All right, fine. I'll get to work on assuaging your problem.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Yeah, so maybe if we hit this bounty thing from multiple angles, it might just fucking work.
The Necro Harvesters all turn and return to their work, and instead of going back to the big stack of vials that he was searching through, he instead goes over to his large computer and begins tapping away.
So Irvin tip-taps away, tries to be very calm, and then as soon as the door closes behind me, I'm like alone with the unconscious guy. I'm like, darkest night and shade, the flowers have blossomed, the sun is setting at the fucking, the sun is shedding, it's
Wow.
And just fucking walk away while muttering like dark nonsense to myself.
I love these psychotic breaks that he has. Where like
Alan was like, was that the maximum amount of time you were able to keep it together?
Like he's masking so hard sometimes.
Astral Sea, it's all flowing through me. I can't stay in this realm very long. I need to go take a nap.
That's pretty good though. Yeah. Is there like medication you're supposed to be on that we can get?
Oh no, man, I'm not a doctor.
Wait, you literally are a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, are you not a medical doctor?
Oh no, man, I don't know what I am anymore. I'm just in this body sometimes. Sometimes I'm not.
Oh.
Okay. You don't need to come to the gas station, by the way. I picked up the batteries. We can just go back to the ship.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, let's just go.
End scene.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And now the other two you could start his banter as you guys left.
You know, Captain, in retrospect, I think I was a little bit condescending when it came to your desire to refresh your wardrobe and make sure that you had just some of your personal belongings and stuff. We should probably stop by the local market.
I
right?
Couldn't agree with you more. Look at me. It's all fucked up from that grenade.
Absolutely. I experienced the same grenade. I was thinking much the same. We need to go and get some new clothing, maybe some new equipment and such.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming that you have some locations picked out.
Oh,
based off of the fact that
do I have locations? We're going to Space and M.
God damn it.
Yeah. Also, what was the gun?
The gun was... Look off her page to look up necrographs. It was a static polarity rifle.
Rifle. Okay, I'll look up the compendium and add that in. Static. I'm not even gonna be efficient in this. Proficient. But that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's some money if you don't keep it.
Exactly. All right, we go to Space and M.
I was about to say, do we drop by the ship first to like pick up our stuff so that we can sell it at the market so that the gold? Do we have anything in the group?
No, we have the money that was never divided, but that's it. We already sold everything, and the money was something, or the money that's the money we got from selling shit. I think.
No,
yeah,
the 3K was the bonus that he paid
Oh
us.
yeah,
right
so that
there.
was the bonus, and so we just haven't divvied that up. But technically, we all have it.
Yeah.
Like whatever the
Okay.
division there is, 750.
Is it just divided by 4?
Yeah, 750. Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
because we were gonna see if we pay the goblins and Tarika.
Oh yeah, that's what we were waiting for.
But 750 to everybody. We'll pay. Is it Flea? Is the last one?
Rattle.
Rattle. We'll pay Rattle in a non-monetary way, and Tarika's cut will come straight out of the Rizzlers.
Okay.
But he won't tell her that.
Yeah.
That's incredibly self-sacrificing for the Rizzler. That's intriguing.
You'd be amazed. Yeah, he would be amazed to see what the Rizzler would do for the ones he loves.
Ooh woo.
Yeah,
That's adorable.
Sorry, nobody on the crew has yet earned the Rizzler's love.
No one on the crew woo?
No
The
one on the
crew.
crew.
Nice.
All right,
Do you
I got
guys-
50.
So you're stopping by the ship real quick, or?
We don't have anything to sell.
Yeah, no, I think we go straight to the storm.
Okay. What are you buying at the store?
A new outfit.
It's more. It's
Rizzler's a
more that
total
Shizu. Yeah, exactly. It's more like Shizu wants to just like fucking
Buy some time,
yeah,
get some.
Well, yeah, like wants to like humor the Rizzler. It's like it's like your entire fucking apartment just kind of got blown up, and you seemed actually to have some like survival instincts there. So like he's wanting to like kind of condone that, and like.
You're trying to Pavlov the Rizzler to being more
it's like,
utilitarian.
good.
You fuck.
Everything is good. Let's go shopping. Good.
Fucking hilarious.
That's
Here's the
fucking
question:
awesome.
though. Is it working though?
So far, so good.
Hey, there we go.
All right, so you guys go on your shopping spree, as well as this would probably be the time where I think we discussed it before, because you guys have some downtime. Shizu is getting some upgrade or something. So like at this point.
Oh
is
yeah,
where he
no,
would do
we can
as
make
well.
that part of the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so fucking many. I've been pulling them up as we've been talking about. I love all of them.
Of
Well,
course.
I don't know if you can afford all of them at once. You're gonna have to narrow that down like now.
Okay.
Because yeah, this will be any other downtime activities people want to do while we're just laying low and trying to let some of the stuff that you guys have just done and established work in the background before we are, ready to do something else.
Cool.
Also, if anyone else other than Shizu has money that they want to spend, now it's a good time to do it as well. I don't think I have quite enough money to buy anything super great right now, so I'm just gonna sit on it.
Yeah, same.
How much is a space piezo starter set in this universe?
Base Paizo?
Yeah, come
Yeah,
again.
like piezo, but they go into space. Like, how much is a starter set for Space Finder?
Oh, I see. I see.
You want to buy the starter D&D set for the D&D game that we're playing?
Yes.
No fucking minute.
You can spend it like 2 credits.
All right, cool.
Hilarious. Oh, do I need any more ammo?
Also, sorry, how many credits do we all get?
750.
750. Yeah.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
What? Wait.
750, not 7,500.
Oh, sorry. Can you just type it out? I can only hold like 2 numbers at once in my head. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my bad.
Jesus.
I was way too quick
No.
on the draw there.
No. No, it's okay. That's not how my head works.
Yeah. Just add an extra zeros. I get it. Wishful thinking. Rest your heels. Plus 30 to jump.
What?
Isn't that fucking crazy, dude?
Yeah. Oh, and they make you so much faster on fly. You gotta buy a jetpack.
Huh?
You gotta buy a jetpack so you can have a fly speed.
Oh no, dude, I'm a Solarian. I'm just gonna get the fucking solar augmentation where I can just fucking turn into the Human Torch. It's like one of the later ones. I like already found it. I'm like, that. I'm getting that, dude.
Those are cool.
Huh? But there's so many other cool ones. I didn't start looking at the Magitech ones. There's so many.
Yeah. Okay, but don't look at those. Just buy that one for now.
Okay.
You'll go down a rabbit hole. We'll never finish.
Legitimately.
Actually, if we want, now's a decent time.
This would be a good break.
Break. Yeah, we can do a break. You could have 15 minutes to peruse and shop, and then make your final decision.
All right.
Perfect.
Sounds like a league game to me.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, beer beat.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We're at the halfway point, more or less, for this stream. I'm going to get myself a little snack. Another little drinky.
That's dope.
Thanks for
I'm not
sticking
gonna get it,
around
but that's
so
really dope.
far. We're having a blast. Rizzler's somehow still alive. I'm going to turn the music up. I'm going to let you guys stare at my empty room for a little bit. And I'll be back in just a few. If that sounds good to you. Wow.
It's pretty fucking cool. That's crazy. Okay.
Ah, Atlas. How the hell are you? We're on our D&D break. our dinner break, whatever you want to call it. I've missed you. And I was going to stream yesterday, but I had food poisoning. And so I didn't stream yesterday. How the hell are you? What do they say about food poisoning? My dear boy. Stronger for new flavors. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no kidding. When are you done, though? Like, when did you graduate? Because that's got to be pretty soon, I imagine. Job lined up too. All right. Maybe 25, 20. Oh, because of the, hey man, that's still, you're on a good track. Would you be doing software stuff then at wherever you have this lined up? Oh, yeah, that's totally the way to go about it. A lot of development. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Dude,
welcome
I'm
back.
good.
Hey.
I've been, so far, pretty decent 2024. Hold on, I have like 4 audio messages. Yeah, dude, me too. I love having you in stream. Anyway, sorry. 4 crazy audio messages about my girlfriend being at the bar. She's having a hell of a time by the sound of it. A good time, but anyway. Yeah, glad you're around. And we'll be head back to D&D in like, I don't know. Why not right now? I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm back.
This dude on LinkedIn is trying to poach me from my fucking job right now.
Wait, that's a good thing.
Make him make you a good offer.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, was that in character or was that Pete?
That was me.
Okay, just making sure.
If it was in game, it'd be Space LinkedIn.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I thought you were talking to you about your cat's extended warranty.
I like how we're not
do
doing
like
like,
cat.
you know, Cosmic LinkedIn
yeah.
or like, you know, like Supernova.
Just
It's like
space.
everything is just space, normal name.
Yeah. Unless there's an ultimately more clever way, like Space and M.
Yeah. Except for, once again, if you abbreviate Space and M, it's S&M. Like, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Pretty good.
It is
Maybe
pretty
that
good.
was actually the implied
Yeah.
meme. Yeah.
Have you decided on your item?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a personal upgrade. So now I'm just reading through the different ones.
We are playing Space.
I'm
D&D.
contemplating which stat to upgrade.
Yeah, you have a hard decision between strength and charisma.
Yeah, who knows?
Mine was really easy. I was just like, give me that dex.
Or even Constitution.
Oh yeah. for
Or
more tankiness.
Intelligence. Yeah, if I put 2 points into Intelligence, it gives me 4 skill points, like instantly.
Yeah, skill points are
Yeah.
retroactive, which is nice.
Wait, I thought we were level 4, right?
Yeah, he's talking about you can buy an item. I think it's 2,500 credits for the first one.
Negative
that gives
interbust.
you a
I'm
plus
at negative
2 in a stat.
strength.
It's what?
Oh,
14.
cool.
14 for
Does
the
that
first one?
count?
The first one's so cheap.
1400. Yeah.
The second one's
Yeah,
significantly
Almost
more
at negative
expensive.
Constitution.
Yes. Yeah. Mark 1 is 1400, but you can only have one Mark 1.
Yeah.
Then you can have a total of 3 personal upgrades. The second one has to be a Mark 2, which is 6500, which is like a huge upgrade in price.
Yes.
But also
Damn.
gives you an ability modifier of +4 to any stat, which is
Ooh,
fucking
shit.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I
then
definitely
the
wanna-
Mark 3 is a +6. So like
Yeah.
you can fucking get tricked out.
Wow.
When I afford it, I definitely want to upgrade my charisma.
Yeah,
I'm tired of failing all these checks.
you need more skill points in your talking skills.
Mm-hmm. I have 4 in intimidation.
That's pretty good. Is it a class skill or no?
No, it's not.
You
Is there a
gotta
way
take
to
some-
make it?
Yeah,
Is
I
there a
think
feat?
there's a feat that you can just pick. It might be 2 more skills to be class skills. So yeah, I would
Fuck,
definitely
that'd be
take that.
so nice.
Yeah, because
Oh,
that's
well,
it's
I
essentially
get that level
instantly
5.
+3. Yeah, if not that, you can take the feat called skill focus, which almost does the same thing.
That'd be nice.
I would
Yeah, either
actually be able to take athletics, which I currently have a -1 in.
Oof.
And then stealth would be kind of handy too.
I don't know. I think it's still kind of funny that like buff macho Rizzler like Himbo is like horrible at athletics.
Oh yeah, total himbo. Like no cardio, only weights. Like gotta get shredded. Who needs to run type mindset.
Dude, I literally have 10 class skills that I don't even have a single fucking rank in because I have so few skill points.
Damn, bro.
I know.
So sad.
I'm the reverse.
You got too many skill points, not enough class skills?
Yeah, all of mine are maxed out. Like every time I level up, like I don't, like I have the perfect ratio.
I have exactly one skill that's maxed out.
Damn.
Are we ready to get back in it?
It's rough.
I'm good.
Yes, yeah. I just need to decide which ability score to increase, but I'll be grabbing Mark 1 personal upgrade. I think probably the Synaptic Accelerator, but I'm gonna read about like the cultural impacts of the different ones and like what gets
I think
approved
you
of.
can do that while we're playing.
Exactly.
Alright, so for convenience sake, this will be, a couple days after you guys have done your Pavlov shopping as well as your upgrades for Shizu, and you have returned to the ship, so we are all gathered together again. Yeah,
It was more like a reward. Like I'm
Pavlov reward,
positively
it's like the same thing.
incentivizing survival instincts.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's the same thing. It's just a different word.
Pavlovian
Yeah.
implies that like I'm trying to like condition him as a response. It's more
Yeah.
it's more just a reward infrastructure so that it's like, see, if you survive, we get to go shopping, and you don't die if you don't do suicidal shit.
Yeah, so you're trying to elicit a
certain behavior.
So you're trying to elicit certain behavior or a response with a reward, right?
No, the behavior's already been activated. Like you've already done the activity, and now
Yeah.
it's just rewarded.
You know what?
Yeah.
All parenting is toxic. Cancel parenting. Get it canceled.
I don't think she's who's trying to
Parenting is toxic.
It's more like, thanks for not trying to get us fucking suicided. Because, like, there's a world in which the Rizzler's like, fuck you, Shizu, let go of me. Like mind blast me, makes me lose focus, and he falls to his goddamn death, So, like, in the grand scheme of things, Shizu's just appreciative that his job is mildly easier in this circumstance.
Either way, we are casually hanging out in the ship. We have not contacted Tarika yet because she was also told to lay low for a while. Everyone is just keeping their head down, waiting to hear back from the various entities, like I said, that we have put into motion to try and dissuade our bounty hunters to give us a little more credit or cover so that we can take more jobs. To that effect, the last day of downtime, you guys probably collectively at some point, but then also throughout the day, if your characters were still interested, started following a news story about increased pirate attacks on EJ Corp transports and the heightened security risk that is posing, and how their lobbyists are now moving towards Absalom politicians to try and get more security and da-da-da. But it's basically occupying all of the news cycle at the moment.
More work for us.
All right.
The next day, well, you just put the fucking conditioning thing. There is a direct call to the Rizzler's personal comm unit, aka his phone. He does not recognize the number.
Is he on the ship right now?
Yeah. We'll just say it's like his brunch time, so he's in like the galley right now.
Yeah, in his robe.
Can he be like live blogging at the moment?
No. He takes his brunch time very seriously.
Okay.
That's his. He'll answer the call.
He is a
Hello.
voice you do not recognize on the other end. And is this the captain of the Rizzler Transport Company? Am I reading that correctly?
Yes. The captain of the USS Rizzler of the Rizzler Shipping Co.
What are the S's? What do they stand for? Just out of curiosity. Sorry.
Super speedy salesman.
Do you not remember, Pete, or is this a bit for in character?
No, I didn't know we ever defined them.
Slurping, shipping, and one other thing.
That's fucking right. Hold on.
And sex?
No. Hold on.
That's crazy.
And also the tagline
That's
is
what
"We're
the slurping
professionals."
Yeah, hold on. Shit. Oh, it was so good.
You didn't include it in your short if you're looking for that.
It's in the short.
It's not in the short, is what I'm saying.
Oh, shit. What the fuck did I... Damn it, it was so good.
I think you gotta just like make up one on the fly.
No.
Like,
I might...
You remember? Okay.
Maybe
might
it changes
have-
every single time.
No, I
Yeah.
just might have...
I think silence was the other one. I'm pretty sure it was silence.
I think you're right.
Because it was when you turn on the intercom, you hear silence, slurping, or I had to say because shipping was just fudged. Oh wait, no, it was 4 S's then. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's why you added the S when you just said
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't have it. Slurping, slipping, silence, and speed.
Interesting. Well, none of those specifically entail the work that I have to offer you, but I was recommended your services as a crew that is both skilled and able to produce excellent and efficient results by a very loyal ally of the Empire, Carmelek. Are you familiar
Oh.
with this individual?
I am.
Perfect. Well, the Vescarium military intelligence would like to hire you for a bounty if that
Ooh.
work interests you at all. I know you are a shipping company, but if you could ship this individual to me, it could be quite profitable.
Oh, I would love to.
Okay. I do not know, and you don't need to tell me. I'm just not going to take your word that this is a secure line, so I will not discuss the details of this job right now. But
yes.
I will say up front, I'm willing to give a 5,000 credit bonus just for accepting the mission. If you are interested, I ask that you come to Vesk 3 for an in-person meeting to discuss the job.
Absolutely. I'll see you on Vesk 3.
Perfect. As soon as you're able to, meet me at a place called True Blue Dye Works.
True Blue Dye Works.
Yes.
Heard that.
All right. Look forward to meeting in person.
Can't wait.
Hangs up.
What the fuck? This guy's trying to kill me. I'm into it. This is clever. Oop. Okay. Rizzler's gonna walk downstairs and kind of intercom the whole ship. Be like, "All right, crew. Let's do a quick meeting on the bridge. Discuss the next steps. Please and thank you." And he'll call Tarika also and say, "Hey, let's all meet on the ship. I think we're good."
Okay.
Or he'll text her that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she'll hollow in once, assuming everyone comes to the bridge for this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
She's an Irvin. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Shizu actually, yeah, he'll be right there.
Right.
Probably was just like doing patrols or meditating or something.
The whole crew, surprisingly, promptly arrives at the bridge.
Wow, all right.
Rika video calls in. And she's like, "We're good. Does that mean I can finally get paid?"
You're goddamn right. I'll wire the credits to your account shortly after the meeting.
Perfect. I was getting really tired of just eating cereal all the time.
I get it. Anyway, crew, we had an exciting couple of days here on Epsilon.
The door opens. Rattle comes in the office late, sits down.
Rattle! I didn't know that you returned to the ship.
Rattle!
I'm sorry, Captain. Continue.
Oh no, welcome, Rattle, welcome. You just missed the intro saying, "Hey, we had a crazy couple days. Here we are." Usually Tarika is our booking agent. She usually gets us all the cool missions. But we laid low and had to deal with some stuff, so I imagine you don't have anything lined up, right, Tarika?
No, I wasn't sure how long our break was going to be, so I haven't been looking for any jobs yet.
Perfect. That works wonderfully. I just received a call on my personal phone from some stranger on Vesk 3 who wants to meet and pay us a lot of money to hunt down a bounty, with 5,000 credits up front just for accepting the mission.
Do we know who the target is?
Nope. They didn't want to give any details over the phone, so they want us to fly to Vesk 3 and meet them in person.
Did you ask who they were?
I did not.
Don't we currently have an incredibly high credit count bounty on our heads?
You're absolutely right. However, they were referred to us by Carmelar.
That's the guy that we did the fucking Def Rex wrangling, right?
Our new
Also,
biggest fans.
Also, did I hear him correctly say the Emperor Carmelar?
No, he said he is a loyal ally of the Empire.
Okay.
He said
Okay.
He said the Vescarium military intelligence would like to hire you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It was the Vescarium Military Intelligence that would like to hire us for this bounty, and they were referred to us by Carmelar, who does have my personal cell phone number. We play Words with Friends.
Constellations with Friends.
Yeah, the Constellations with Friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I love that game.
If patterns are anything to go by, this guy's going to be 50 tons. That'll be one of the fat fuckers.
Yeah.
Wait. So an unnamed person claiming to work for a military intelligence agency while we have a large bounty on our heads?
Not just a military intelligence agency, the Vescarium Empire, the military empire that... Didn't we do something about a rebellion and arming and weapons and something associated
the
with
Vesk.
this?
No, luckily those were hobgoblins. Those ones
Yeah,
hate
okay,
us.
okay.
But-
But wasn't there like an association with the Vesk to some degree?
We were in
interacted
Vesk
with the Vesk
space.
before.
Yeah,
we were in Vesk
space.
space.
But we
Weren't
did.
the hobgoblins like a fucking proxy or something, like for the Vescarium or something?
The hobgoblins
I feel
had
like I'm
paid
getting
the
all mixed up.
Vescarium to desecrate some ruins of some natives on a planet, and we helped the doctor there.
No, we didn't do any help.
No, we did.
We tried to.
Do you not think this sounds like a trap?
Oh,
This sounds exactly like a trap.
1,000% it sounds like a trap.
But you still want to do it.
Of course I do. Because 5,000 credits up front. That's the upfront fee. If we just have to kill one guy, imagine how much money. It's the military agent. If this guy is being truthful, those are deep pockets for the military intelligence agency of the entire Vescarium Empire.
Yes, the Vescarium military-industrial complex. The Vesk are not to be trusted nor trifled with. I think that this might be.
I've never had a
dangerous
bad
type of
experience
proposition.
with those.
I've never had a good one.
Lizard boys.
They do nothing but military conquest, rape, pillage, murder, destroy, decimate.
Is there any way to call back on the
Did you
number?
think about money? No, I haven't tried.
Maybe there's some way we can think of getting insurance that we aren't going to be immediately killed.
Why don't we relocate? Why don't we relocate the meeting position to somewhere that's more
Neutral?
Neutral. Exactly.
Where's the meeting?
At the True Blue Dye Works on Vesk 3.
Not a military base?
No? I don't know.
That's weird.
We know anything about?
Oh,
Wow,
pretty
what a
great.
terrible time to lose him.
Oh no, unlucky.
Also, I love what you did with your nails, Pete.
Thank you. Went out on the town.
Froze?
Got him purple.
Oh, is
There
Chris
he is.
back?
You're the one that froze.
Yeah, you
What the
froze.
fuck, dude? You guys didn't freeze at all. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, you guys are fucking trolling me.
No.
Weird.
Yeah, no, I heard you guys the entire time. They're like, "Oh, did he freeze?" And I was like, "You mean Chris? Like Chris James? Like what's?" You guys were
Wow.
like, "Yeah, I guess he froze."
Wow.
Okay, wait.
That was like that was the biggest brain like fucking synchronized troll that I've ever
That would have been
experienced.
sick.
We were
That's
not
like
trolls,
you-
I promise.
No,
It's
yeah.
like you
we're
die
legit.
and you like leave your body and you like don't realize it for a
Like
little
Chris?
bit.
Chris?
What were you
Uh,
saying?
But what was I saying?
You say, what if
can we
we
research something about the True Blue?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
we can do a quick check on that.
Yeah, Google it.
I will Google it. I'll Google it so fucking hard.
Hot.
You Googled the
Okay.
fuck out
Look how
of that.
good
Man,
I
you're
am at Google
Googling,
food,
dog.
bro. All right. This True Blue Dye Works is a manufacturer of
Manufacturer.
organic dyes, especially something called Zadaya Blue. And the most recent article on it is that it was recently the target of an armed burglary at the company headquarters on Vesk 3, which is, I assume, where he wants us to meet him, that left 14 people dead, including 8 civilian employees.
I think I know who the target is.
I could probably guess.
So that lines up. If we're to put puzzle pieces together here, because I have a feeling if I call that number back, it will go nowhere.
Yeah, I guess this kind of seems legit.
What does the Vesk military industry have to do with seemingly just a normal corporate dye manufacturer of organic materials? That I don't understand what the correlation is.
Maybe they use the blue in their outfits.
That, or isn't everything owned by the government there? Aren't they kind of that type of government?
Military autocracy.
Yeah.
Yes, to my understanding, but why was there a seemingly planned hit and attack and then escape? If this was a bank,
Is
if this
Zadaya
was an
Blue worth a
armory-
lot of money? Is it rare and
I'm not
exclusive?
sure.
Alan,
a good
oh
point.
dear Google boy.
He's like, yeah, let me research it.
Read the Star Wiki page.
It took me everything not to type out Zendaya.
Zendaya Blue.
Mm-hmm. All right.
better.
He's using that DuckDuckGo now.
Oh, Zendaya, like DY Daya. Nice. Hell yeah.
Trying to find the stupid thing of like why this is so valuable.
So it is valuable.
Yes, it is. It definitely comes up that it is a very valuable dye. Especially, it is also used in research. So it's created from these little insects that are called skittermanders, and they're
No!
the gold of this planet.
Oh, skittermanders are so cute. Fuck.
It makes basically those things are used in so many other things, and then the most popular dye that they make is Zendaya Blue, that they named the whole city after them. So it is like an extremely valuable product and industry.
What makes it so valuable?
That's what I said. I don't.
The fact that you have to kill skittermanders to get it.
But the skittermanders are also. It just says they're used in a lot of other research. They have a lot of really good biological attributes that people get info from.
Holy
so they're just
Okay,
like
so they're just in high
skittermanders
demand or whatever.
have such a
necrographs
tragic
made from them?
backstory.
no, necrographs do not come from skittermanders.
But can they?
I mean, you probably could take some pieces off of them.
Interesting. Chris's reaction.
Not good. Okay, so it sounds like the material that the Zendaya Blue dye that is made out of is valuable, the skittermanders, but then what does the Zendaya Blue dye itself have to do with this? That's sounds like if they're used pretty ubiquitously in a multitude of different developmental procedures, then they could have robbed and massacred a whole bunch of different locations.
Yeah, well, I'm leaning towards military autocracy. I think they just they thought that True Blue Dye Works was like, hey, this is a pretty good spot to hit. Why not? Like, it
I
didn't
think
really
also-
matter, but this particular dye works is famous. I don't know fucking know. It's a rare dye. That's money.
I think we're talking in circles, and we should make a directional line to the next plot point.
I was about to say, I think I'm just waiting for Chris to tell me why it's valuable, and so we're just fucking spinning around.
All we know is that it is valuable, and that's what matters. So I say, given a vote of the crew, that we do this and get paid fucking bank.
I think that's free. I think
Yeah.
I think this is a long way away from where we were, and anywhere away from Epsilon is good by me.
Good
true.
call.
Pretty nice.
And if it does work out, then we might have the fucking Vesk at our back if we need them. If we need to call in a favor, you know? There are worse things to have a giant, powerful military ally.
I'd prefer to just stay off of the radar, but seeing as I'm quite obviously, in this representative democracy that we have here, even though we just have one captain and we're all just trying to survive, sounds like we're going to Vesk 3.
I was calling a vote. You can say nay.
If you have a better idea, put it before the council.
I think it's
Rika
dangerous
just
and it's
pipes in,
liability.
for the record, I agree with Chizu. I don't know if this is the best idea,
I
but
think this is dangerous and a liability, and there's no reason that we have to engage with the Vesk necessarily in order to make a financial profit. It seems that we have a highly valuable shipping device. We can just do bulk orders and build up large amounts of profit slightly underneath the radar, going straight into bounty hunting for a military organization. Why aren't they doing it themselves?
you can ask them when we get there.
She's
'cause
like
they're
Yeah.
stopped,
in the
like,
job.
We can ask-
mid-thought.
We can ask
Do you
all
think we're
these
at
questions
danger
to
by
our point
going?
of contact.
Of course we're in danger of going. We're going to
We-
Vesk
so,
3. It's like
Irvin-
flying into a military base.
It's a lot more
Irvin's
dangerous than
actually
saying
pretty
here.
smart. Me and Irvin blackmailed someone while you guys were gone, and what we did was we sent just Irvin to do the negotiations, and I just stayed on comms all the time. So what if we just send Riz, and we all don't go with him?
I'm willing to take that risk.
We could just be in orbit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll be captain if he gets killed.
Sold. Great
I'm
idea.
Sarika's like, this is horrible. I vote against this plan too.
Exploding. I'm sorry, you guys. You blackmailed somebody? Tell me, how did this negotiation go? What was
Maybe-
the topic? What happened?
Been great.
It happened. You had to be there. I'm sorry.
Okay, I guess it's not even worth looking into. I don't think that sending the Riz solo would be the best idea. I think a degree of supervision and coordination would probably be most beneficial for us. If we are going into the Lion's Den, we might as well go as one cohesive unit.
You go with him.
I'm just gonna wait until Peter gets back.
Yeah.
This is just like she's just like turning, just a glare, like a. I do like how Click Allen is always like, no, we shouldn't do that, and she's just like, it seems like a liability. Always overruled, bypassed.
So, Chizu said it seems like a risk, and he doesn't like the idea of sending just the Rizzler. And he was like, we should all go as a cohesive unit. And then Alan countered with, so why don't you just go with him? And it's two of you.
Even
Or
better.
You can watch the ship.
That way, at least I'll have some backup if it goes south. I mean, Shizu and I make a pretty good team, just me and him. We fucked over a bounty hunter a couple days ago.
I'm so excited to die.
Look, you threw me out a window and we both survived, so I think we can handle one person.
I feel
And
like
you're
you always
upset we
exaggerate that
blackmailed
part.
someone without telling you?
Oh
I feel like
shit!
you
Yeah,
always
I almost
exaggerate
killed
that
her
part
in
of
the
the story.
street, but I took her gun. Look at this. Anybody proficient in long arms?
Yeah.
You want it?
No.
All right.
What kind of rifle was it?
A static polarity rifle.
What the fuck? That
Shoot.
sounds dope.
The
Yeah,
polarity
shoots
rifle was
electric
designed
beams.
by Versight engineers using the conceptual model that underpins polarity gauntlets. This rifle's prongs are separately polarized, and it alternates between them as it fires to create a circuit of lightning between the gun and the target, causing subsequent attacks to deal additional damage. Static or storm the sharpshooters many, though they are often scorned by Kasathas who view them as vulgarized appropriation of an honorable weapon.
Yep.
Asthma is a long-term inflammatory disease of
God fucking damn it.
Nice. Can't wait for part 2.
That's interesting that it gave that's interesting that it gave the little like fucking color text about the Kasathas, because
I
I was
love
gonna
it.
say that regardless.
So you don't want the lightning gun?
I am a lightning gun.
Nice. Alan?
Nah, I like this revolver.
All right, Rattle, you won the lottery.
He's like, fuck yeah, I did.
Yep, we're gonna go and put it in the armory. Who's gonna fucking grab it before it's handed
He's
off?
just
to the
hanging on it.
Yeah.
He gave it to me.
Hey, Shizu.
Yes.
She won the
Yes,
weapon
and
lottery.
This was not a weapon lottery. It was a handout, and I'm going to put it.
It
for
was the
safekeeping.
Rizzler's personal weapon lottery.
I'm gonna put it for safekeeping inside of the weapons armory.
I'm
You know,
like,
for when we need it. And she's just gonna fire.
I'm running the
Fine.
numbers right now. I'm pretty sure that's an 87% chance of insubordination.
As
Fine.
you're shaking, like grenades keep falling out of her
Yeah.
pockets.
Fine. Take it to the armory. Rattle will schedule some playtime with it. Wink.
Fine. Drop.
Once adequate training is in fact conducted, I'm more than happy to sign off on it. But for now, let's just put this in a safe space.
I bet I'm better trained with that than you are.
How are you feeling? Well, we haven't talked ever since, you left to go and blow things up.
It was very cathartic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's still a... I guess this is probably like as they're like kind of like walking over to like the armory or whatever, like with the gun. And I'd imagine that there's no junkyard anymore.
Well, it's still there. It's just a lot of stuff more broken than it was before. And I have a lot less grenades than I had before.
Damn, what a loss. It seems like you still have ample amounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you trained on this.
I know how to
Just-
shoot rifles.
It's like pretty much the size of your entire body.
That just means more power.
She's just gonna lock it in the fucking locker.
You're no fun at all.
I'm a little fun.
Like 0.50 of a percentage.
I'll take it.
Thanks,
So,
bro.
are there any
She
asteroids?
never gets to be the fun uncle.
Yeah, because Rizzler will always be the more fun uncle.
No, he'll be the fucking crazy uncle who wants explosives.
Who gives his niece a gun?
But were you asking about asteroids?
Yeah, is there any that are near Vessery that when we're en route we can reschedule to?
To
Like,
meet
you wanna
on an asteroid?
Yeah, like how we did it for the Drow.
Mhm.
That was the sniper.
Yeah, you could probably try and arrange something else if you can get in contact with them.
Yeah, but let's not do it until we get near, so we don't give them time to prep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what are we doing?
But we're potentially rescheduling
Yeah,
the meeting point.
so like change of plans. Let's go somewhere else before they have time.
All right. So we put the first point of contact on a more equal playing field.
Yeah.
Rather than going to the scene of the crime. Now, granted, I think it is pretty beneficial to go like straight to the location that was robbed, so that we can investigate. That being said, it's the fucking vets military, dude. They slaughter people.
I'd say we don't have good options. Let's just go on route and see what happens.
Okay. We input the coordinates, start our trip through. Marika is like, I will send you a message. No, you send me a message when you arrive, and then send me another message 12 hours after that so I can confirm you're not dead. If I don't get 2 messages within 12 hours, I will assume you were murdered.
Sounds great.
Okay. Oh, nice. Piloted the shit out of that. We only took
No
one
kidding.
day through the drift.
And I will send 400 credits to Tarika.
Nice.
Wow.
Paying the bills.
What was her salary before at EJ Corp?
No one's asked.
Nobody knows.
Like, okay.
A lot of money. No, she doesn't make that much money. She was like a air traffic control agent. She's making like minimum wage. Okay. We head out. I don't know if you guys had any downtime stuff you guys would chat about on the ship between each other, but for at least Shizu, he doesn't know if it was the Rizzler who did it or not, but basically immediately he sees Rattle with the rifle going through the halls, and she's doing like practice spy stuff where she's like darting around a corner and like
hell
having the gun
yeah.
out and be like, and then she's like moving towards different doors and it looks like she's just practicing kill lines throughout the ship.
God, I fucking love it. If we ever get boarded, like, Rattle's gonna save our fucking asses.
It's gonna be Irvin and Rattle fucking like saving all of us after we're captured.
I'm sure
she's
Irvin
gonna-
has this place trapped to hell and back.
She's gonna call directly on the comm, like a direct comms link to Alan. Alan, could you
Just
load
got
up,
suspended
some
for playing
combat simulation,
spy.
please?
Could you elaborate on that one?
And I need to preoccupy Rattle before she blows a hole in the hull.
Oh, yeah. I signed it up.
He's just gonna go and try to fucking control the situation a little bit.
What are you
And
doing?
just
Why are you
lead
moving
her
me?
to the simulation room instead of using the actual hallways itself as the simulation with live
I'm
weapons.
not shooting the ship.
Yes, but you're holding a gun that is in fact a live weapon. So let's try it in a simulation.
Is the safety
first,
on?
We do not. The safety is not
Have
on
a
if you
safety?
look at it.
I'm
sure it does.
While I'm not even a fan necessarily of these weapons, I believe that we need to go through some basic protocols. I've loaded up a basic weapons simulation and safety procedure and course. Let's take this, shall we? She's just gonna sit there like a fucking parent, like watching his kid doing like a, toddler karate class or whatever. Just fucking just surveying her so that she doesn't fucking blow a hole in everything.
Well, as she's going through, she seems pretty good actually. Let's see how well she does in it.
Oh, does she have to roll?
For the beginning, she's a little warming up to it because she's mostly just annoyed. She's like, "This is
Like, do I
simulation.
have to?
How's that? Yeah, come on. I know how to use this gun." And then she like misses a couple times and then gets irritated and he's like, "Hold on, it's not calibrated." Sets the gun down, messes with a bunch of shit. Okay, ready to go. Load it up again. And then this time she like blasts through everyone. She's like, "I told you, I know how to do it."
I didn't necessarily doubt you. I just needed verification, for safety purposes.
Do you think I would be alive with this many grenades on my person at all times if I didn't know what I was doing?
She's got a point.
I have
Is
all
that a
my
trick
fingers
question?
and 80% of my toes still.
I fucking love her, dude. She's adorable. Did she level up? Did she have like a internal level, Chris?
Yeah, I have her stats.
That's fucking dope.
Can't wait to make her a permanent part of the crew, so Chris has to control 2 NPCs.
I'll just kill her at that point. You don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't just kill her, I mean.
Yeah, we just made her a round character. Now she can die.
Yeah,
true.
dude. Yeah,
That could
now
be
she has her character flaw. She's gone through a character arc. You know, she's like fucking developing. Come on.
You gotta be an orphan before you can be an adventurer. It's just
Her mom's still out there, she said. She just hadn't decided if she wanted to try and get in contact.
Yeah, do you remember
Implied
how
parenthood is not
do you remember how the Rizzler said that we would pay Rattle in a non-monetary way? Giving her a $2,000 weapon turned out to be the way to go.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Might be to our detriment and our danger, but
Or-
for now, it's working out.
Or our
Or maybe our
benefit.
benefit.
She
The
seems
only
like a
way
pretty
this
sharp
gun
shot.
would get better is if instead of lightning, it shot explosives or missiles or something.
What happens if you are able to plant explosives and then use the electrical discharge to trigger the explosives remotely? Two birds,
That's
one stone.
Genius.
Yeah.
I need to buy more mines. That's what you're saying.
Mines. Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Possibly.
More?
Is there remote drone technology? I'm not familiar with explosive mechanics in today's industry.
She lets out a long sigh. She's like, Goog was the one who knew how to build robots and stuff, so like he would do the drones. I don't know how to do that.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Maybe we can buy you a drone or something next time we're at the market. How about that?
That'd be great.
Okay. Oh, salty as fuck. Damn. Nice.
So,
you got another
is it-
high score. Let's run it again.
So when Alan puts down the phone, it like zooms out, and then
Jesus.
Irvin's there like, "Did you delete the data?"
What? No, of course not.
Okay, bye. That's the end of the scene. That's all I wanted.
You just stick your head and you're like, did you delete it? Absolutely not. No.
Drones are
We didn't
fucking
even-
expensive.
We didn't blackmail Roche. We still have to blackmail her.
Yeah. Okay, that's all. I just wanted to check. There was no chance that he was going to delete. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Any scenes for the Riz and or any other pairings on the ship?
I think I'm good.
How then, as we exit the drift and return to Vesk space, and we are only a few hours away from Vesk 3 and pulling into the atmosphere, do we want to attempt to renegotiate our meeting place?
Rizzler's just gonna try and call him back.
It was a blocked number.
Oh, I thought you said
have it.
unknown number.
Oh, it was just like blank, basically.
Gotcha.
Oh. Sorry. Go for it, Timmy.
No, we just don't have any way to contact him.
Alan!
I was going to say, can Alan just like try a computer check to
Yeah.
like reverse analyze the
Do you
signal
know how
and,
to trace phone calls?
Yeah, I could try.
I feel like it was a while ago that don't you have to like do it live to chase it? Whatever, it's sci-fi.
Yeah. I could try
depends
and
on what
find
kind of
something.
tracking we're talking about, Timmy.
Might not be able to get their location, but I might be able to pull info to get the number to call back.
Yeah.
Try to
Yeah,
get some
it's
metadata.
possible he's
Okay.
just like trying to break through the encryption on the actual number itself instead of trying to triangulate the position based off of the signal, right?
Okay.
Exactly, Shizu.
That was
Know
totally
more about
crisp.
computers than me.
Yeah, that was not okay.
Oh, did you recently read a hacking book or something?
Yeah, I was at the I mean, you were there. I was at the clinic getting some cybernetic implants, and I saw a brochure.
Oh, it was
Talking about that.
Hacking Monthly that
He's
you were
taking
reading.
Udemy courses.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
I
it
was gonna
took a
assume
couple
you
hours.
picked up the mail for the whole ship and saw my Hackers Monthly and just read it before you gave it to me.
Well, we
Yeah.
did
It's an
pick up
invasion
the
of privacy, and I
mail.
could sue you, so don't open my mail.
We did pick up the mail on our way back to the ship.
As the one in charge of security, I actually have to pre-screen all mail just in case it's a potential danger and hazard.
Oh,
Couldn't
did I
actually
get
sue you
a
if you don't use
package
The fake name.
You did, in fact, get a package. It's the long.
Yep. from
yeah,
Space Dragons?
Yeah. Space Dragons.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm waking
Thanks.
up to space and dust.
as normal protocol, I just ran through the conventional scans, but I did not look inside. I have learned my lesson on that.
Appreciate it.
All right. So they pull in, find a landing pad, which is easy enough as we follow the directions towards the True Blue dye. And as we get there, the city has several district layers. There's the original settlement, which is more like almost underground at this point, with the amount of extra city buildings and corporate headquarters and things that have been built on top of it. And from the outside, it looks very much like an industrial city. There's a lot of pollution being pumped into the air. It's got a very factory city feel to it. There's tons of work buildings and things like that. But as we approach True Blue, it's less like smoky and smoggy and more like chemical smelling as we approach, which is like at all times it's like low-key about to make your eyes water as you're going through. But it at least feels more corporate and clean than like some of the other areas that we had to like fly through to get here.
Okay.
And as we approach, we see the True Blue corporate headquarters, which is where we were told to go, is in an expansive and lavish corporate campus that seems to include 20 different processing facilities, all adjacent to one another in this huge complex. And it even has its own maglev transportation system to go from one to the other. And as we're approaching sort of the front gates that you'd have to go through, where they're like checking employees and visitors and stuff, you can see that there is a black hover cruiser outside with buff-looking Vesk in a very official military attire standing outside of it. And as our group is approaching, you see him tap on the door window, and then it opens, and out steps another Vesk individual.
I realized that we never actually rescheduled anything, is that we got so sidetracked with the mail bit.
Well, it was because you didn't... Oh, yeah.
You rolled a 32. Yeah, I sure fucking hope we got the number.
Then we just fucking landed anyway. Wait, what, do you want to reverse and try and call him back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit, that's funny.
Hilarious. I was just into listening to the description.
I was too. I was really into it.
So we'll say we were like hovering the city, looking at it, so you still got the description, and then we're gonna call him down.
God, I was so into it, I forgot, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Weren't we supposed to do something? Okay, so yes, you do have a number to call.
Rizzler calls it.
The same voice picks up and says, Officer Fireheart.
Firehard, baby! It's the Rizzler!
How did you get this number?
I have my ways. Look, I just wanted to call and confirm the meeting point, and to also make sure that you're not going to kill me.
I had no intention of it before, but
perfect.
Now I'm slightly irate at your answer.
No. Look, everything is fine. We're in atmosphere right now. Like, or not even, we're above the city. Like, we're about to land. Everything's gonna be cool. I just wanted to double check that we're still on board with everything.
Yes, if you come to the facility right now, I will meet you with only one other individual who will have a weapon on him. I will have a personal arms if it concerns you, but there will be nothing else.
Perfect. That sounds great. I will also be bringing one other with me who will be armed, melee only. And I have a built-in laser in my shoulder, but otherwise I will also come unarmed.
Sounds good.
All right, see you soon. Kisses!
Delete this number. Okay. Now it goes the same as I described, where you approach the black vehicle.
Man, as soon as I was like, oh shit, he's pissed, we shouldn't reschedule.
Hilarious.
Oh,
What
wow.
are we fun facting?
You got that theme knowledge.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, the theme knowledge. Not that. I was just reading a lot about the Vesk and everything, just about like the nuances and stuff. The Vesk and the Kasathas actually get along surprisingly well. From the militaristic standpoint of the Vesk and the Kasathas being kind of like regimented and having a lot of discipline and history, and like they have similar kind of orientations because both of them are very lawful races, which I just found really interesting. Not that it matters. Yeah, just fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
He opens the car. Out steps the military officer of Vesk in military intelligence,
Also known as Fireheart. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Their
Esho
naming
Vayo.
conventions are cool as fuck, by the way. They all sound like fucking like fighter pilot code names.
Yeah, they're all call signs.
Yeah, they're like practically all call signs. It's the funniest thing. I can read off some of them.
I love it.
All right. Is it just you two still, or did all four of us just come anyway?
I think I've liked the plan of leaving Irvin and Alan on the ship.
Yeah, I got a space D&D game to prep for anyways.
Hilarious. Especially since the Rizzler said on the phone he would only bring one other.
Yeah.
So I think leaving them on the ship and giving Alan captain duties in any unfortunate events is the plan.
Perfect.
But keeping open
Okay.
comms the whole time. Assuming
Irvin,
they don't
I
have lead
know
lined walls.
it's third party, but can I play a Jedi? I just think they're so cool.
I'm a first-time space NM. Please, just stick to the core books. Please, I
It's
bought them.
probably totally balanced, dude. I
Yeah,
read
it's
about
definitely
it.
not
on
broken.
Space Wiki, 13-year-old little bug boys make it.
Oh,
Have
no,
you seen?
I talked to the guy who wrote it on Space Reddit. It seems legit. He did his math. Fine. Fine.
No, it's okay. I'll revise it for you. Okay.
Okay, perfect. But just make sure I can still keep the force jump, because that's kind of like what I want, like the main reason I want to play it. I want to be able to jump from like building to building.
God, possible.
Chris and Peter, like, shut the fuck up.
I'm having a great time. This is hilarious.
Okay.
Dude, this triggered me because that's literally what happened my first game in high school. He was like, "Can I play a pixie? I found this on D&D Wiki." I was like, "Stop!" And then he wanted to be like a fire-breathing dragonborn, like with juggling and stuff. And he wanted to like invent like juggling circus attacks. I'm like, "Fucking play a fighter, you dumbass!" That's my first game. We're playing Lost by the Phandelver.
Hilarious. Alright. He gets out of the car, steps forward towards the two of you, gives you a quick nod, and he's like, I would assume that since you're here, we're at least considering the offer. Can we go on a tour inside, talk about the details?
I would love a tour. That sounds lovely.
I believe official introductions are in order. Fireheart, I presume.
Yes. Esho Vayo Fireheart.
Esho Vio Fireheart, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
That's got a
Captain?
great rhythm, Fireheart. My goodness, that just rolls off the tongue. Esho Vale Fireheart. Ooh.
I am an investigative officer within Directive 9.
Great. Love that. And who's your friend?
He will not be speaking during our meeting.
That,
Oh my God, can it
that's
be
fine.
Columbo?
I just would like to know his name or just some kind of acquaintance. I could just call
not
him
necessary.
Sarge. Sure. All right. Yeah. I mean, whatever. I
It
assume
would
you
be
know
better
me.
if
I'm
you
the
just don't
Rizzler.
address him.
Perfect.
Yes.
Captain Riz, the Rizzler. Richard Laserlance, if you want to be formal about it. And this is my compatriot, Shizu Sunbreaker.
Shizu Sunbreaker, is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Fireheart.
Are you business partners, or is this a military defensive arrangement? What is the negotiating power of the two of you?
He is my
Simply
business
your
partner.
security detail.
business partner, but mostly security detail.
Yeah, 2 different answers. He just like looks between the two of you.
Security oversight and facilitation.
For
to
my
provide
company.
oversight and commentary, but
Yeah.
simply following the captain's lead.
So an advisory role.
Correct.
Understood. All right, gentlemen, if you will follow me. And he turns and he starts to lead you towards the establishment. He will. Oh, you're gonna pick one of your things?
Yeah, sorry. I just,
Okay.
it's hard to announce it like in the hubbub and stuff, but like as they're fucking driving it, it's obviously diplomacy.
Okay.
It's nothing big.
So he's going to lead you in, and you have to go through a security checkpoint outside, which the person like scans everyone, checks your weapons, but they do allow you to keep them. And then leads us into a facility, and we go through a warehouse and then a greenhouse that is strung with cables bearing large desiccated leaves that are weighted with clumps of shriveled dried berries. As we get to the main place that he is trying to lead us, where he says this is the scene of the crime, it shows sign of forced entry and battle. There are blood stains on the ground, broken glass, and scars from energy weapons. As he finally stops near one of the plants, he reaches up and plucks one of the leaves from the wall, turns it over in his hand, and he splits one of the small brown sacks that's in the plant with the tip of his claw. And you see a tiny golden insect with thousands of little legs crawl out onto his hand. And he says, Zyapedes burrow inside the leaves of these bushes. And these bushes only grow around this city, just south of here. Skittermanders call these things the gold of the garden planet, but the real gold is inside. And he crushes the insect with his nail. You see blue liquid that's very vibrant dribbles down his finger. Zadiah Blue, this is so popular, this entire company is named after it. However, about 1 in 100 of these Zyapedes holds a more valuable treasure. Too small for you to see, it is a bacteria that can be used to create a biological weapon called Hellfire Toxin. The Hellfire is so dangerous and lethal that even the Viscarium has rejected its use and rejected its use and banned it. That's okay. I should have just read it and like ignored it, but it made me chuckle. Shortly before I contacted you, there was a team of highly trained and, as of yet, unidentified individuals that broke in here, killed more than a dozen people, including 8 civilian workers. When True Blue took stock of the damage, they discovered the theft. Hundreds of Zyapedes, all carrying the toxin and slated for safe disintegration. We do have a lead. There was a Formian by the name of Jask Beskask who used to work at this facility and visited unprompted just days before the attack. We have a reasonable suspicion that he stole the bugs and then set up the attack to cover his tracks. There's only one person who has ever successfully weaponized Hellfire Toxin, and she used it to slaughter an entire city of innocent people. Her name is Agavna Oathbreaker. We think this Formian, Jask, was working for Agavna. We don't know where she is, but Jask owns a music shop on another planet in near space. I want you to go there, interrogate him, find the Oathbreaker's whereabouts, and bring her back to me. Alive, if possible, as I have some questions, but dead will also have a payout.
At a reduced amount, I'd imagine.
Yes.
Okay. It all sounds pretty straight and narrow thus far. How much are we talking? Both alive and dead.
He says the 5,000 credits up front, as I previously offered, with a negotiation bonus for efficiency of the task, which may come at the end. But then the flat rate for the bounty, if she is brought dead, 10 BP. If she is brought alive, 15.
All right.
What about the disposal of the Hellfire Toxin from the Zyapedes that I can only assume she's now in the possession of?
If they are found, and safely return to the Viscarium, we will disintegrate them as was originally planned. And that would go a long way in our negotiations for your bonus at the end for more credits.
What security measures does this location have? It sounds as though this is a highly deadly substance.
Yeah, you said 8 civilian workers, 12 dead. Does that mean 4 armed guards were killed in this attack?
Yes, there were armed guards at this location as this is a dangerous subject, though much of the defenses of this area are layered in the secrecy of the organization. Not many people know about the capabilities of these individual bugs, and not only that, but most employees of this place do not have access to knowing which ones have this and where they are stored until they are destroyed, which is why it seems very clear that it was the previous employee whom had access to this information and used that to his advantage. I don't know if he was convinced and radicalized by the Oathbreaker or if she simply paid him for the service, but either way, I think he is the most likely lead.
Very well.
Do we have any... Sorry, go for it. Go for it, Pete.
Do we have... May I ask why the Vesk military is not doing this themselves? Like, I'm a little curious as to why you would hire mercenaries over using your own resources.
So, Agavna is not her moniker is not truly Oathbreaker by birth. This is one that we have all deemed her after her terrorist attack that destroyed the entire city. And she earned this because she previously was a member of the military intelligence branch of the Viscarium. And as such, though we have pursued her in the past, we believe that she may still have sympathizers or allies within our ranks that we do not know about, and it has proved extremely difficult. So it was deemed after this recent attack that we should reach out to outsiders who she may not have access to finding out where you'll be moving ahead of time.
Perfect. Makes absolute sense.
Distribution of liability, I understand. Agavna sounds like a most unpleasant individual.
A cold-hearted bitch!
Exactly, as my captain said, it sounds as though she is not just cold-blooded, but also a cold-hearted bitch, if you catch my meaning. I was wondering if you had any security footage of the actual incident. It sounds as though with a facility of this capacity, there should probably be surveillance of the utmost caliber, so if we could review that, it might help our investigation and hunt.
Unfortunately, while we do have some security measures like recordings in separate areas, the place that we kept the insects themselves is not recorded for reasons that we don't want the information about them to get out. And then the few that did have eyes on the group as they broke in through the outer layers, those were hacked in their attack, so I assume they brought someone with that field expertise, and their images were wiped from the recordings.
Interesting. Do you have any logs of the vehicles that were utilized or the size of the operation in terms of the number of operatives that compromised the facility?
The team seemed to, as far as we're aware, this isn't 100% guaranteed. This is leftover from eyewitness accounts of people who survived. It seemed like it was a team of 12 that infiltrated us. So assuming that the previous employee, Jask, is working with them, I would expect that much resistance, at least, if they're still with him.
Very well.
Jesus, yeah, just gonna look over it. You know, Rizzler. He's asked the questions that he was interested in, and he's not gonna pry necessarily.
Well, Mr. Fireheart, we'll find you, Oathbreaker. Puts out his hand.
He reaches out, shakes his hand, probably much firmer than the Riz is used with most people, but not enough to crush his hand or anything. He's like, perfect. If you will give me your information, I will transfer the 5,000 credits immediately as promised. And then it is up to you. In the transfer, I will also give the last known address of Jask's shop on Geskari.
Perfect.
So he basically does like the credit card fucking swipe with your thing. 5,000 credits instantly into your group loot bank account, as well as an address for a shop called The Sonic Future on Geskar 3.
Sick fucking name.
I love it. Sounds like a record shop.
Yeah, dude, it totally does.
I can't think of anything else but the gas station. I'm sorry.
The gas station?
Oh,
Just
from like
Sonic?
Toy Story? Or
No,
what?
Sonic. There's one called.
The
Is it a gas
restaurant?
station? Is it a restaurant?
Oh, I've only seen them at gas stations, so I thought it was one.
Oh, they're like a shitty fast food chain, so
It's
sometimes
it's
in gas
drive
stations
up.
put them in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never been in one.
It's
Just whatever.
Taming doesn't drive cars.
It's fried everything.
What?
Yeah.
Taming doesn't drive cars. I thought that was a necessary,
Yeah.
necessary element to bring in. All right, Zayev heads, Hellfire. Shop on Geskari. We're going for the Oathbreaker. Bring her back alive for good money. Dead if we get resistance. That's a lot of fucking people, dude. That's
If hold
12
on.
people.
Remember, if we're to believe what they think is to be true, Agavna hired Jask, the former employee, to infiltrate and steal the bugs. Jask, hired the 12 people to do so, and then he is getting the bugs to Agavna.
Yep.
So whether those 12 are still around or if they're only for the smash and grab, we don't know. And if they
a pretty high level smash and grab though.
Right. And if they are, they wouldn't necessarily be with Jask. They would probably be transporting to Agavna currently, so we can catch him off guard.
True. Yeah, my thought process was they were probably just Agavna's like fucking hired help and
Could be,
everything.
yeah.
And they just used Jas as like the entry.
Sure.
Because if they're like, it's a coordinated, they probably fucking run ops before together. And to give us counter offer of transporting 50 tons worth of bugs.
Sorry, it's always 50 tons. I have to make fun of it.
That's how much we can fit in our fucking ship. Taming.
It's convenient, taming.
my only priority is just gonna be for Irvin not to get his fucking little mandibles on any Hellfire. That's my only.
My ears perked up as soon as that.
Yeah,
as soon as that was
bioweapon. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was even banned by the Vesk Empire. Yeah.
So, the bioweapon itself, could we inquire about like what it does and how it functions, just in case we might need to protect ourselves against it, in case they've already weaponized some of the delivery?
Yeah, is there an antidote?
Or is there a way that we can counteract or prepare ourselves against it?
Yes, I do have this information. Let me find it in my billions of pages of notes.
My job is just to find the shit where it's Chris is like, God damn it, I'm so glad I prepped that note.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, the information that you ask must make a lot of extra work for Chris.
Oh, definitely.
Especially
just
when
preparing for potential questions.
Yeah, especially when he's just preparing and he's reviewing everything and like, Chris is probably gonna ask about this. Like
Do you think it's too much though? Like,
No. I think
it's good.
here's the thing. You're playing D&D the way you want to play, which is heavy information like up front.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, specific
just-
and logistics.
As a DM, that would take a lot of prep.
We
Yeah.
take a lot. We are like a hard group to run for. I feel like.
You guys really are.
Yeah.
Probably one of the more satisfying groups, I would propose.
We keep it really fun, fresh, and funky.
Yeah, with how invested we are in general, I think it's probably more satisfying to have the hard work pay off
definitely.
in terms of prep. Yeah.
A lot of groups is
I
like
don't know, I
one or
can't
two people actually playing the game, and then everyone else is kind of just watching
Coasting. Yeah.
all the time. which is
Wait.
valid for them.
How are you asking? Are you asking him about the Hellfire toxin, or are you coming back to the ship and we're trying to research it on our own?
Inquiring to the Vesk guy, right?
Okay. Yeah, I was just checking if you were asking like before you
Yeah.
left. Like,
Uh,
Oh yeah, go ahead and word your question.
Oh, obviously, because we're working with seemingly a very dangerous chemical agent in the Hellfire, could you give us any information about how it functions, how to potentially protect against it, any technology that you've learned in terms of respiration, filtration, or anything else that you know about it, just in case they've already weaponized some of the bugs and material that they've already acquired?
I can say it will be extremely unfortunate and dangerous if they have already weaponized and created more. As far as I'm aware, there is no antidote for it. It is an extremely potent toxin. You can resist some of its effects if you have implants or enchantments on your person that protects against fire, but those seem to, as far as I'm aware, be temporary measures because the Hellfire toxin can often afflict an individual for months, and even those with protection eventually do succumb to its effects.
DR2 fire, baby.
It
Sorry.
seems heavily like the death rate is very high. It's very lethal.
Interesting. And what is the necessary dosage in order to acquire a lethal response? It's an airborne toxin, it sounds like, right?
Yes, it is detonated in an airborne through the delivery. You want an explosion to spread it as far as possible, so it's usually in a bomb, or at least it has been the few times it's been tested before it was banned. But it seems to vary. There are so many different species in the galaxy, I could not give you a standard answer for how much is lethal, but needless to say, any amount is quite detrimental to your health.
If the toxin is able to be bypassed in terms of inhalation, is there any...
Would you recommend a breathing apparatus of some sort?
That would certainly slow its damage to your body because it will fester inside your lungs much quicker than anywhere else. But the damage to exposed skin is also severe. So
There's a scientific term for that that is just like totally eluding me right now. It's not topical, but it's essentially that. That's what I was going to ask, is if there is a topical danger in terms of being exposed to it directly onto the skin. What materials can counteract that? You know, if we wear full biosuits, I'd imagine that this facility would probably have something along those lines. No.
well, luckily, when it's just in the insect form, it's not nearly as dangerous. It's when it's combined with these other chemicals that make such a potent weapon. I would advise as much biosuit protection as you can wear, but again, I would just advise if you find out that she has any made, use extreme caution and don't allow her to use it. As well, just when you're approaching wherever you find her lair, perhaps consider using stealth, so if she does have it, she does not get the opportunity to use it, and you need to find out how much your defenses are going to work.
He's just gonna kind of look over at the Rizzler. And I feel like if we're like doing a service for the military company itself, right? It's like they probably have the resources to be able to outfit us in those biohazmat functionalities, right? Like especially because they're working in like bioweapons and dyes, and you know they have the fucking countermeasures theoretically for these kind of events, considering the fact that an entire fucking city was wiped out for it, right?
Would you happen to have approximately? Would you have approximately 4 of those biohazard suits that we could borrow, just for the sake of this mission? We could return them on our completion. Or, I mean, I'm not opposed to waiving the upfront fee if you just want to give them to us.
Let's see what he could possibly give you.
I don't think Chris prepped that.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
that's okay. I like the extra
We-
question, especially because they're always like they make sense. They're not just you guys being like
Yeah.
dicks.
Yeah,
or anything.
I'm not
Boy,
like,
do we
fucking,
love to
like,
bargain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm not trying to like press like the edges like to like fuck with you. It's like literally pushing it to like the logical conclusion.
Yeah. There's a diplomacy check if you need it.
And I have a diplomacy plus 1d6 standby. I'll roll it as well.
Get on my fucking level. You're not even gonna come close.
Probably not.
Well, 5 is actually not bad. Pretty close.
And then add a 1d6. I can do it. God damn it, dude. Alright, 22, man. I'll take it, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
How many of your crew are there?
4.
And are you informed on how many of them have upgradable slots in their armor?
Oh shit. I don't know if I do even. Hold on.
I don't actually know if mine has upgrades either.
Fuck. I think I bought this one specifically because it does. It's Vesk armor. It has to, right?
Should I say if I do or not? Like that.
Yeah, you could tell him.
I do. I have 2 slots. I'd have to slot one out, but I don't mind.
Yeah, shit. Hold on.
Wait, actually, the pet carrier would actually be pretty useful. This one.
Light
Yes.
armor, and then this is.
Mine has 0 upgrade slots. Ooh, I have drow armor. Sick. I'm probably sexy as fuck.
no.
I have
Yeah,
1
dude.
upgrade slot.
And I don't think Shizu would have
I
any
have
because he uses. Oh, you do have one. Okay.
Carbon skin.
Oh yeah, nice.
Poggers.
And then Alan
Buggers.
Yeah, Alan does not have one.
does not. Okay, so we'd really only need 2. Well, we have 2, which would be my own and my partner here. So 2.
All right. If you waive the upfront payment, I'm willing to give you 2 thermal capacitors, which do seem. We typically, anytime it has happened in the past, which again has been rare, but we equip as many of our soldiers with thermal capacitors as possible whenever they need to go into an area that had been struck by the Hellfire.
Yeah, that sounds
Seems
great.
to help somewhat.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, DR5. That's crazy.
Dude, these are fucking crazy good. Yeah.
Wait, does DR stack? Like if I have DR2
No,
already?
it's always the highest one.
Damn. Okay.
Wait, where's the link to them? I'm struggling.
They're just called thermal capacitors. If you type
You can
them
also
in,
just watch
you can
Pete's
give
stream.
MK1.
Pete has it on his
Oh yeah,
stream.
Yeah,
It's
you can
literally
pull-
it's just when you put it in your armor, you can exist in temperatures between -50 and 170 degrees Fahrenheit, and it grants you cold and fire resistance 5.
Gee willikers.
That shit goes hard in the heat box. Let me tell you what.
That shit does go hard in the heat box. That shit straight flames, bro, for real. No cap
Jesus
on God.
Christ.
No cap on God. So yeah, if you waive your 5,000 credits forward, we will give you 2 of them.
That's
Deal.
pretty good. That's a nice deal.
That's a great fucking deal.
All right, I'll have it arranged.
Excellent.
So just don't move your ship. We'll get that to you very quickly. It should arrive in a few hours. I'll make a call.
Sounds perfect.
Mark 1?
Yeah, just mark ones.
Just Mark 1. Come on.
Yeah.
It's not just Mark 1.
Come on,
Yeah,
give us
I mean-
the $120,000 one. Come on.
Come on.
I mean,
Yeah, you know what, Chris? Make us
you-
level 20.
Come
Let's
on,
get
look at
to it.
everybody in the diplomacy-rolls. Come on.
Yeah, you gave him 5K and got 7K worth of items. Shut up.
Hilarious.
Irvin dies. I don't know what happened. He had a heart attack on the ship.
Oh, crazy.
Why did Irvin die? I was being the asshole.
Alright. I'm Jesus. I suffer for your sins. I'm used to it.
Any other questions before I escort you
Yeah,
out of the
how
facilities?
do we fucking log the upgrade essentially? Is it the mods section on the actual armor itself?
I don't think that character knows that.
No, I'm
That's
Chris to Chris.
Yeah.
I'm just
So
being
when
an asshole.
you open it, I don't know if you would probably. Oh, so under your armor class section, there's a dr/resist line,
Yeah.
so you can write 5/fire, or 5 for fire 5 or whatever you want, and then
Oh,
just
DR/resist. Got it.
yeah, and then just when you open up your armor, just put a note in it that you know that you have the name of the mod. That way, in the future, if you ever
Yeah.
decide to sell the mod or whatever, you have the name of it, so you can look up how much it's worth and stuff.
Cold resistance 5
Cash money,
and
baby.
fire resistance. Yeah, fuck, that's great.
Yeah. It's good when it's hot and when it's cold.
Yeah.
And when you're in and when you're out.
When you're yes and you're no. This is fine.
Oh.
Bro, I love Britney Spears.
Yeah, dude, Kesha's my favorite.
Yeah, not as good as Halsey though.
Oh, true. But did we even think about Lady Gaga?
True, and she was a great predecessor to Madonna.
Oh, but we can't
What's
we
this-
can't forget
what is this bit?
the best
They're just naming
female
a
singer,
fuckload of
Ellie Goulding.
female- Yeah,
True. She was really a pioneer of all women's music. She started
Honestly,
it back in the
Lord
40s.
is the
Yeah,
goat.
yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Lord,
Lord
did
was
you
a
say?
contemporary with Elvis. Yeah, they had a pretty good run.
Lord.
Well, I mean, if we're really gonna talk music, we have to go back to the 1800s with Dolly Parton.
That's
I think
good.
Athena did a
I
good
like
job.
going back and forth with your feet. That was fun.
Yeah. Whew, really making my brain work.
All right. Anything else? Otherwise, I think this is a pretty decent spot to stop. We're only
I think
10
that's
minutes
yeah.
out, but all right.
I'm good to stop too.
Mods attacher.
The mods and attacher part on it, I think, is for you to actually put macros in so that it auto adjusts your stats. So I don't
Correct.
think that's necessarily for like the resistance thing.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Right. Yeah, they just
Hmm.
return to their ship, hang out for a few hours, fill in Alan and Irvin on the whole situation, and then get their mods and get ready to go.
We have to send the message to Rika too.
Yep.
Hmm.
I was gonna say that.
You're welcome.
That I was gonna retcon the first message as soon as they arrived.
Oh yeah, we got so distracted with that description.
And the mail bit.
It-
Like that
It
was
was really nicely
Dude,
written.
it's because we were all fucking immersed, Chris.
yeah.
Your storytelling, all of us were like picturing
it
like
sucked
a fucking,
us
like,
in,
kind of
man.
steampunk cybertech like city, bro. It was cool.
That was also like the Apple campus at the same time. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Then me and Taming just went on a friggin' tangent about Jedi.
God, that was fucking good.
That wasn't a tangent. It was color commentary. It was
Yeah,
world
yeah,
building.
yeah, it was.
Fleshing out the universe.
Because now we
I
know
think it
that
was more
Jedi
just
exist in
triggering
this
me.
world.
Yeah.
I think
It was
just
for my
triggering me.
immersion.
I really got to figure out a way for the Rizzler and Alan to get along more. I feel like Alan's on pretty good terms with Irvin and Shizu so far, but him
Yeah.
and the captain haven't really connected yet.
Yeah, they kind of butt heads a bit. They
Yeah.
do have a shared interest in wealth.
And self-benefit, which is, I guess,
Yeah.
just a continuation
Yeah.
of wealth. But it's like self-serving
Self
value. Yeah.
Maybe they
self-
like the same porn. Who knows?
Josh, we're literally finishing up as we speak. I'll be ready in like 5 minutes.
Maybe Alan is like a secret fucking subscriber to.
Taming, I've had
Bold.
at least a few male friendships in my life, and I can confidently say never once have I gone to any male friend in my life and been like, bro, I'm really into XYZ porn. Are you into that also? Not once. And as
I feel like we've talked
Chris
about
Coyle,
that, though.
as Chris Coyle has pointed out, I'm
I
a
try to
pervert,
be as
and
pog
so
as
I
possible.
still haven't done it. Like, what do you?
No, I'm pretty sure
Maybe
we
you
have
haven't
talked
been
about
living
that.
your best life. I don't know.
Have we?
Yeah, I'm
skill
pretty
issue.
sure we have definitely had that discussion. I remember like pretty vividly like having that discussion like when I was living like 3 houses ago.
What kind of porn do I like?
Fucking Dommy Mommies is what I remember. Like
No,
really
I just like
explicitly.
Dommy Mommies in general, but I don't
Okay, I
specifically
feel like
watch
I
the
can
porn.
extrapolate porn from that probably.
All
I
right.
mean,
To a certain
that's a
degree.
totally different conversation, though. That's
I'm going to cut them off for stream purposes and say goodnight to everybody. We won't go into the porn we watch on this family-friendly Twitch channel. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'll be back probably tomorrow night. I appreciate you all. And see you tomorrow.